got the dog.
Didn't I tell you that was going to come up here with a non-electrical camera? Let's go, boys! Yeah!
This is it. Don't get scared now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Movie Hero Network. This is Tier Ranker Fights number 126, and tonight we're talking about the best holiday movies of the 21st century. So essentially, the best modern holiday movies post-2000. I am your co-host tonight, Austin Pascal. Jordan Anderson will be along here in just a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and get things started with our panel this evening as we'll be looking at a tier ranker chart. We haven't done a tier ranker in a little bit. We'll be doing that tonight just to mix it up a little bit from the usual tournament fights, and I'll bring them in, and we'll get things started. So let's bring in Michael Wolfman and Wyndham. How's it going, Wolf?
What's going on? Yeah, we didn't do one from this century, but we did one a few centuries ago on my channel. We did Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which was fun. That's unfortunately not one we'll be talking about, but new Silent Night, Deadly Night might be.
It is on the new Silent Night Deadline is available for nomination since it is technically out right now. So if anyone has seen it,
so there you go. But I'm excited to talk about some Christmas movies. We've had some really great ones come out in the 21st century and some not so great ones. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. We got Mr. Nic Hernandez. Welcome back to the channel, Nick. How's it going, buddy?
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everyone. I don't have red and greens. I just stuck with green on this one. I'm very excited to talk about some holiday films.
Mm-hmm.
Been pretty good century for that, I guess. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we're technically saying that, because it's everything kind of, we're really, we're a quarter century, if you can believe it, through the 21st century. So it's hard to say that. It makes me feel old. The 90s is no longer 10 years ago. It's 25 years ago to even get to the 90s. So yeah, that's really something. Yeah, it's going to keep making me feel old as we go along. We got Chris Diaz. Welcome, Chris. How's it going?
Yeah. Really good entry for holiday movies. Some great, some not so great, but some hidden gems that happy we probably get to talk about.
So it's funny. We'll put together this tier list, and I'll show you guys here in a second. We get up to a certain point, and there's like maybe 8 to 10 every year, and then since the explosion of streaming services, it's like, and they all blow up, and there's dozens every year. So on the various streaming services, they're making their own like original movies, your Netflix movies, Prime movies, Hulu movies, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, a whole bunch once you get to like 2017, 2018, and then they start making a whole bunch of them. So it's kind of interesting. A whole lot of movies I've never heard of on this list, but we've got them in there. So if you guys want to try to make an argument, you're welcome to. But yeah, how it's going to work for tier ranker fights, so a little bit different from tournament fights. If you haven't seen us do that tonight, is if we got a little pool here, and it'll help if I just bring up a little visual aid here. It'll be got our S tier, and what we'll essentially be doing is going up and down the panel here, and everybody will get a chance to nominate a movie on their turn. So let's say you just want to nominate, reindeer games. You want to nominate reindeer games for the S tier. You can make your quick argument, just like 30 to 60 seconds. Why would you put it in a certain tier? Then we'll go up and down the panel, and everybody can agree or disagree where they would put that movie. If you haven't seen it, that's fine. Just say you haven't seen it. We need at least 3 votes out of the 5 to make it up into the chart. So at least 3 people have to have seen it in order to make it up in there. If not, it goes into the haven't seen tier that I've got down here. That's where it goes. And we'll give you a mulligan if you throw one out there that people haven't seen. We'll give you one more mulligan to try again. But otherwise, you get your S tier up top. We'll be looking to put 10 in the S tier by the end of the night. So only 10 will make the eventual cut at the end. So we'll see how many it takes. Usually it takes at least, it usually takes at least 3 S's to kind of get it up in there initially, sometimes 4 to keep it up in there at least. So we'll see how it kind of pans out by the end of the proceedings. And then it works like grades in school. You get your A's, B, C, D, and F. And then, as you can see down here, we got all the big pool of movies. There's a whole bunch ever since the streaming movies got just about everything you can think of from the last 25 years or so is down here. It's all in alphabetical order here down here, so I should be able to find them pretty quickly. Although, when you get to the C's, there's a lot of movies that start with Christmas. So, that's going to be a little tricky for me to find. So it was like Christmas this and Christmas that and Christmas this, Christmas that. So anything you basically see is down there. And what we'll do is we'll go for like roughly hour 45, 2 hours. We'll find a good stopping place right in there, and then we'll do what's known as a last chance or a Hail Mary round. So anything that hasn't been named so far that you think deserves to get thrown up there in the S tier or like the high A tier, you could be able to shout out those last minute movies and see if we can get them up into the chart. And it does happen, so don't lose hope. Sometimes there's some like obvious ones, maybe don't get shouted out during the regular proceedings that make it up there pretty easily in the Hail Mary round. I'll explain a little bit more about how that works when we get there. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. So yeah, and that's kind of how it'll go. So what we like to do first off to kick things off very quickly is we like to get a few of these out of the way. So let's have a little fun. And what we've been doing on the tier rankers lately, thanks to JPO for your suggestion, we've been doing like a garbage round. So we get rid of the garbage really, really fast. So if there's anything on that tier chart that you think is just absolute trash, dumpster fire material, straight to the F tier, you can throw it out there real quick. We'll do like some real like rapid fire yay or nays on it, that sort of thing, and we'll throw some stuff in the dumpster really fast so everybody can nominate what they think is a surefire S tier or F tier, excuse me, from the list. So Chris, you're at the bottom. You can start us out. Do you have like a rock solid F tier? What you got?
Yes. I mentioned off screen. Yeah, I don't even nominate Home Alone 4. This is the worst Home Alone movie by far. I mean, 5 and the Disney pun is not great either, but this is just like
that's the French
the
Stewart
sequel to the original 2, and it's just like it feels shitty. It like you divorce the parents, you bring in Mauve, not Harry. Well, Mauve the smartest one out of the bunch, to pull off this kidnapping scheme. The acting's awful. Like the twist and turn is awful. It's a worse than a Home Alone movie because it's a sequel to the stuff we grew up with. The other one had nothing connected besides the most recent one with the one connection. This is awful because it ruined the legacy of the first two. You do not divorce the parents. The parents are likable in the first two. Divorcing them and the dad having heart for this. Yeah, no, F tier, awful movie.
Yeah. Everybody else seen it? I've seen it. Y'all seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I avoided this one.
So here's how bad the writing of this movie is. The writers of the movie don't even know which one is Harry and which one is Marv from the original one, because Fred Stewart is dressed as Harry, but he's supposed to be Marv. So they don't even know. Like, they don't even know the difference between the two. The kid is supposed to be Kevin McAllister, which is ridiculous because he's even younger than he is in the first movie. And they have no idea what they're doing. It's awful. So I still second that easily. So I'm fine with that. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It's not a good movie.
No, it's not good at all. All right, fair enough. So it'll stay in the F tier for now. Nick, you want to throw out an F tier? You got anything from the list?
Jack and Jill. It's the easy one because that requires me to have finished this movie and I couldn't do it. So Jack and Jill. That's my...
Yeah, I'm down. Everybody else down? Wolfie down?
Yeah. I saw this at my dollar theater back when I was very young, because technically speaking, I grew up with this movie, and it was. But even then, I didn't grow up with it because I knew even as a kid it was too bad to actually enjoy. So
yeah, and it's in here because it's got some Thanksgiving type stuff in there. So we've got a few Thanksgiving-ish, or Thanksgiving adjacent movies as well as Christmas and Christmas adjacent. Wolf, anything for the F tier? What you got?
I got one that we did a drinking game for.
Thanksgiving?
Last year. Actually, no, it was not Thanksgiving. You can bring up that one if you want. This is actually going to be Black Christmas 2019.
Oh, fuck yeah. I also have that one. Yeah, Black Christmas 2019 is the shiz. Yeah, that one's awful.
Yeah, that is absolutely terrible. I have that one on this list because they literally just decided to steal the name and said, let's make a Black Christmas movie by name only. not have any other references to anything else Black Christmas. It's just do it by name only.
While we're talking about the drinking games, it won't be my official nomination, but Wolf would agree. Let's throw Thanksgiving in there too. That movie's awful.
That movie's awful too. It's our highest. It's our highest record for beers so far is 7.
And it's the shortest movie we've ever done, and yet the most beers. It's horror. It's horrible. It's
horrible. So yeah, both those movies are absolutely terrible. But I have a full on hatred for Black Christmas because a friend of mine, I was on a date that night, and the girl decided to dump me and was like, "Oh, yeah, this isn't going to work." It was like after one date, so it wasn't like terrible, but you always feel sad after being dumped. And so I was like, "Hey, you want to go see a movie with me, bro? I just got dumped." He was like, "Sure, I'll go see a movie with you." He could have picked Jumanji. He could have picked. I let him pick because I was so sad. He could have picked Richard Jewell, but instead he decided to pick Black Christmas 2019. And ever since then, I have never let him pick any more movies because of that. It's just, oh God, yeah, terrible.
Well, he must be a big Carrie Elwes fan or something, right?
He's a big horror fan and a fan of the OG Black Christmas. That's why he's
don't watch this movie because there's no horror for an hour. So don't watch this shit. It's just message. So yeah, it's really bad. All right. For me, y'all took a few of my picks, so it's just totally fine because I've got another one. I'm gonna go with Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. It's a horrendous movie. Horrendous movie. I can see if I can find it down here.
Right up there.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, awful attempt at making it like a fake persecution movie. Like one of these movies where they think like they have this warped sense of reality where they think like you're not allowed to celebrate Christmas, which is the stupidest thing on the world. I hate this like fake war on Christmas nonsense. Especially when I see Christmas decorations everywhere. I can't throw a rock without hitting a church anywhere. It's fake nonsense. Really bad message, bad writing, horrible acting. Maybe one of the worst like Christian Christmas movies I've ever seen. I've seen some bad ones, those two. I follow a podcast called God Awful Movies about bad religious movies, and this is one of the worst. So it's really bad. So easily Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas.
It won the Razzie for worst film of the year.
You know what? I don't always support the Razzies, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Come on, Jordan. It's not up there yet. You know what to do. Come on.
Well, are we all voting, or are we just like each, like all like giving our thoughts on it, or are we just like?
It's like we're kind of like most of everybody so far has been like nodding in agreement, so it was just kind of like we agree.
Well, I might throw the one you're thinking of up there, but funny enough, I have movies that I dislike worse on here, so I'm gonna throw one out to see if anyone's done it. Has anyone done a Medea Christmas yet?
Because
please, God, I would rather watch Christmas with the Cranes because that's the one he was referring to. Because I hate that movie too, probably 100 times over than watch a Medea family Christmas. I don't know what's his face nonsense. Tyler Perry. Like what he's even thinking of with this Medea character. It's a waste of a character and a waste of time. Every movie is god awful, and this is one of the worst ones of all. So yeah,
I'm fine with it. That movie's annoying. So is the Halloween one. The Halloween one's bad too.
Yeah, because Tyler Perry is a great actor, but just not as Medea. So
he only been good acting in Gone Girl and then Star Trek.
He's only been good acting in his movies where he's not directing or writing, which is really ironic.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. So you don't want to throw Cranks up there?
Can we throw Cranks?
Well, we can throw it up there also. I also think that it's
No, I'm saying I'm fine with that. I'm being generous right now. You want to throw Christmas Cranks in there? Yeah, that movie's horrendous too. What is the message of this movie? I don't know.
It's saying don't decorate for Christmas. Or no, it's saying
you're not allowed to do anything besides worship Christmas on Christmas. Yeah, you're not allowed to. No. You have to do everything funny? Crazy neighbors say. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But not that great year.
So our neighbors gave us this year a little early Christmas present. We opened up and it's an 8-foot tall Frosty, just like in Christmas with the crank. So my dad's like, well, when are we going to even put this up? We don't have any other Christmas decorations because where I live, it's so windy that we try putting Christmas decorations up and like the lights blow off your house. Everything blows over. You really have to anchor it down like super hardcore. And so he's like, well, we'll just put it up to be nice. But because there's a note in there saying like my grandkids are coming to visit, and all the neighbors would really love to see you have this up, and we're like, oh, this reminds me of something.
Yeah. Jeez, they watch this movie and you're like, I love the neighbors in that movie. They're so wonderful. They love
Yeah,
Christmas.
right.
It's a movie that supports harassment because they're harassing
Yeah.
his neighbor and saying, isn't
Yeah.
it funny that like they're actually being harassed? It's like,
Well, I've always told
We
Jordan, I'm like,
watch it.
God forbid you're Jewish and you move into that neighborhood, they'll bully you to being a Christian. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
Yeah.
It is the exact opposite of the Kirk Cameron thing. It's the polar of it. Just
Yeah, we force
Yeah.
Christmas on you instead of like thinking that, yeah. So I don't get it. It's either Christmas of the Cranks, everybody celebrates Christmas except you, or it's Surviving Christmas, which is somehow there's a war on Christmas. I don't know. There's conflicting messages in these movies. What is it in America? I don't get it. So I don't know.
Well, the message should be just let people celebrate Christmas however they want to celebrate it. Because one of my best friends growing up, he is Jewish, and like their thought is they also want to celebrate Christmas because some of their ancestors did, and so they just celebrate Christmas because it's easier than getting presents for 8 nights on Hanukkah. So they just
Go
do
ahead.
Christmas.
Do whatever you want.
Like who cares? They're not even
Yeah.
Christian. So someone going to get pissed off about that? Hopefully not.
I don't care. Yeah, no cares.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right. Well, great. We got a solid list of F tier in there. So nicely done, guys. All right. Now we'll get to the real voting. We'll get to the real meat and potatoes of things. So, Chris, we'll start back again with you officially now. And again, you don't have to start with F. S. You can go to A or B, whatever you. But now you can nominate whatever you want. So,
You know what? I watch this every Christmas because my dad loved this movie. Bad Santa. I think this. Oof. You know what? I don't give it an S because this is a film. It's dirty, raunchy, but it's funny as hell. I laugh my ass off every time we watch it with my dad. And the friendship between Billy Bob Thornton and the kid is cute. The Bernie Mac is really funny. It's a funny movie. Like it's definitely hood up every Christmas. And I love Billy Bob Thornton as the actor. Great Disneyland man. So bring some Christmas spirit here.
All right. Yeah. Nick, what do you say about Bad Santa?
I've not seen Bad Santa. I just only know it by reputation. So,
okay. Well,
Bad Santa is not bad for sure. This is a really good Santa movie, and this is one that I have fun with. I think it's enjoyable, but it's not one that I go back to that often. So for me, it would be like a high B, low A. I guess I'll go like a B level.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No fair.
Awesome.
So I got to be honest with this whole list. I maybe have like 3 movies that are super S tier, like outside of like in general. Well, here's what I mean. In like, if I was to rank things in like overall movies, I have like 3 that are like S tier movies. Now I will cater my list usually to the topic. You know what I'm saying? So looking at the pool of movies, I will then make a list of the S tier movies that are in this topic. Does that make sense? So like I will be a little more generous for certain movies that like I normally would not put in like, okay, movies of all time. Is Bad Santa an S tier? No. For this list, yeah, I'll give it an S because I think it's one of the better movies on this list, and it'll probably be in the top 15 or 20 so movies if I like ranked this list. So that's what I'm kind of going with, is if like this particular pool of movies for tonight, I will give it an S if that makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. Yeah. So I kind of have to do that also, but to an extent, but like Bad Santa for this list, yeah, this is an S tier. Yeah, it's funny, it's vulgar in like a lot of ways. Like some of these like things that he says like wouldn't play very well, like even by today's standards, and like just like 15, 20 years later, but still, like it's really funny, just like seeing what he does, like one of my favorite scenes. Like it's more of like a random thing that just makes me laugh. He's just so drunk. He's walking through the parking lot and he just chucks a random bottle and like ends up shattering a car's window, and the alarm goes off and it creates this huge thing. And it just kind of shows how much he doesn't care. And also too, like John Ritter is a lot of fun in this. Rest in peace. Bernie Mac, rest in peace. I mean, there's some fun actors in there, and then also I'm not going to say that we have a Thurman Merman in our community. We might. I'll leave that up to your interpretation. But Thurman Merman is an interesting character. I'll just say that. So I'll say S.
All right. So 3 S's and a B for right now for Bad Santa. So all right, Nick, what do you want to throw out there for nomination?
So I think I'm gonna go with Christmas Story Christmas.
Okay.
I think it's a solid sequel, and I was gonna go with S tier on this just because I think it's a really, really great movie as far as like being really true to what the original Christmas Story film is, and kind of being an explanation for the narration in that movie. So I just really appreciated this one a lot, and the cameos were done really well, and just seeing Ralphie as an adult but still being as awkward and crazy is just hilarious to watch. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a really good movie. I remember watching it when it came out, and I am going to have my eye shot out for saying this, but I actually prefer this to the OG. I think the OG is kind of overrated.
Kind of with you.
You know, I think it's a little overrated, the original, and this one to me is really good. I feel like it's much more mature, has a lot more nuance to it. I love the scenes with like the bully and him, and how it's like now they're kind of just like friends, like they can just talk to each other and kind of get along with one another now, and it's just like really, you know, interesting to see how you are as a kid versus how you are as an adult. And I just think it's a really poignant and touching movie. And so, yeah, I think it's great. I'm not going to go quite S though. I'm going to go like A for it.
Yeah.
All right, Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I don't know if I like love it. Again, the first Christmas Story for me is like one of my favorites. It is like a nostalgia piece for me. Watched it a lot growing up. It kind of has the same problems I have with a lot of legacy comedy sequels, where it just relies a lot on like nostalgia and like cameos and hey, remember when this happened in the first movie and remember when this happened in the first movie. It's the Happy Gilmore 2 problem that I have, you know, and it's like over reliance on that. I do think it still has like a heart to it. I do think there's still like some good performances, and there's still like, you know, it's not as like clickbaity or whatever as some of those other movies. So it's all right, you know, for what it is. I've never had an urge to really go back and watch it since I saw it when it premiered, so I'll give it a B.
Okay. So yeah, I actually think this one's really good, and like there's some days, like just ask me on the day that I do prefer this one over the original. I do think the original gets a little overrated as well, but I think that's just a matter that they just play it too much on TV. They don't really need 24 hours of A Christmas Story, but I mean, it's only for one day, so I can live with it. That it's fine. You know, you can catch it any time on. It's like Christmas Eve or something like that, I think. But and I met Peter Billingsley at a convention, and like he was super nice too, because he actually moved to the town where I grew up in, that I spent like 25, almost 30 years in a little town called Eagle, Idaho. It's a suburb of Boise, and he moved there, and because that place is like kind of becoming like a place where like a lot of like rich and some famous people, like I know that like Val Kilmer bought a house before he passed away. I don't know if he spent much time there, but he had something there, but and then I think Clint Eastwood did something there because they once filmed a movie. They filmed this movie Bronco Billy there, but the convention, I asked him if it, so I was like, you don't really have to tell me where you live. I was going to let you know that's where I grew up in Eagle, Idaho. I think that's awesome. You live there. He's like, oh, like where'd you live? And I told him, and he's like, oh yeah, I drive by there almost every day. And then he's like, I don't care. I'll just tell you where I live. And he told me exactly where he lived, like where the neighborhood was and what the street is. I was like, I know exactly where that is. It's right on a golf course there. So yeah, but so he was fun to me and like super nice. And I think this movie's awesome.
Now you just go to his house and stalk him. There you go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Which I could I could go there. Like I know exactly where it is, but yeah. So I'm gonna say that's an S tier for this list because I was surprised how much I actually liked it. I think that it like took the like nostalgia from the first one and just kind of improved on it. Kind of unlike Happy Gilmore, where like that was just all nostalgia and like it didn't really improve anything. This like actually does improve some things and like gives him his kind of cool like own story with his own family. So yeah, I'll say S.
All right. Chris.
Chris. Yeah.
I had not seen it because I love the original and just haven't bought myself to see this. But Rachel, you guys recommendation? Maybe I'll watch it this Christmas. Give it a try.
All right. Okay. 2 S's, A, and a B. So 2 is usually it's got to go in A tier for now. So you usually need at least 3 S's to kind of get it up in there for now. All right. We'll go to Wolf. What you got?
All right. I got one that I assume is definitely going to be in the S tier. Finally, I'm actually on a tier ranker fight where my thing is not going to be thrown into haven't seen immediately because I'm going to go with The Holdovers. This
Damn,
is
you stole my pick. How dare you?
Now, this is a fantastic movie. That was one of the best movies I got to see that year in 2023. It's now been a Christmas rotation for me to watch this, and Paul Giamatti is just so exceptional in my opinion. I think he should have won the Oscar. He was so good in this movie. And then the cinematography, the way it's shot and filmed is beautiful. This has a very Dead Poet Society vibe to it. And I really appreciated that. Plus, any movie that plays The Wind from Cat Stevens is an automatic 5 stars. So it's a really, really great movie. So I'm gonna go with S for this. And Dominic Sessa, I hear he's in another Christmas movie on this list, and I hear he's actually quite good in it. So,
oh, nice, that's cool. Austin, what do you say?
No, 100%. This is probably like the top of this whole list for me, honestly. Like this would even be the top of the S tier. Because this would be the only movie that would be in like my general movies of all time S tier. Anyways, out of like the whole list, because it made my top 12 of that year. I saw it 3 times that year. It's become a Christmas tradition. I watched it last year. I literally did my watch like 2 weeks ago because my girl Rana had not seen it, so we watched it just a few weeks ago. It's just a really charming movie. It just really kind of grabs you slowly but surely, like as it moves along. And it takes its time. It feels like a 70s movie, which I really appreciate. Even the way it's shot, the opening credits and stuff are like very 70s. Just the way it's put together. I think Alexander Payne is a really good writer, and just really getting to know these couple of characters, a great character study, of everything, and just how this sort of relationship develops with this curmudgeon, this old teacher, Paul Giamatti. He's so fantastic, and him and Dominic Sessa's chemistry is amazing. So, no, it's like the S of the S's. So, yes, definitely.
Yeah. This is the easy S. Yeah. I mean, I already watched it this year with my dad because I showed it to him because his favorite movie of all time is Dead Poet Society, and so he and I showed him this, and of course he loved that because it got Dead Poet Society vibes to it, and we wanted to watch it because like some of my family will watch R-rated movies. It's like sort of like a thing, and like it's an unwritten rule within my church that like we're not like they like discourage it, but it's not like they say you can't do it. So me and my dad watched it. We were like, we'll just watch it before everyone else comes, and then we can't watch it. So yeah, because some members of my family are a little more stricter on that stuff than others. But yeah, the movie's really, really good. And I think that like one of the other guys, Brady Hepner, he's in like the Black Phone or Black Phone 2 or something. And then Divine Joy Randolph too. Like she was great in it. Like who knew like she was that good. Like we got 2 kind of breakout stars with Divine Joy Randolph and Dominic Sessa coming from this, and I think that's great. Paul Giamatti, like they like do a great job of like putting you in the Christmas spirit, but then giving you some comedy, but then heart, because Paul Giamatti is kind of funny as like the walleye guy, and then all the kids are kind of rebellious and all that stuff. So yeah, but it's an easy S, yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, I love this movie. This movie that I needed after the shittiness of the Marvel. Today I saw both of them back to back. And I'm like, okay, one movie shitty. I need to see something in my pants. Saw this. Yeah, I love this. This is. I haven't watched it since Christmas, but the movie I've been meaning to go back to rewatch because how much I love it. Cast is great. Some of the sets are, he need a better agent right now. After now you see me, now you don't. And what fun. And Divine Joy Van Off fantastic. She was great in Trinity this year. Yeah, a huge S tier for me.
Yeah.
I have not seen it, so
Come on, Nick. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Come on, Nick.
Put it on your watch list
Holdovers.
tonight. Watch it as soon as you get off. Watch it.
Yeah.
okay.
Out of any movie on this
I'll have
list,
to
yeah,
watch.
like the holdovers might be like the best. So yeah.
Yeah, it might be the
Yeah.
biggest thing you need to prioritize out of everything.
All right, but a clean sweep for those who have seen it. All right, well, Wolf, you took my books. That makes it easier. So yeah, again, I'm altering my list, of my stuff to kind of the movies I really really like from here. So I'll go with another recent Christmas classic, and I'm sure I won't get all agreement on this one, but Terrifier 3. Let's do it. Art the Clown, good old Art the Clown. This is my favorite of the series. I think what Damien Leone did, with the second one, I think he did hear a little bit of the criticisms of the second one that it was a little too lengthy, a little too overstuffed. He did kind of reduce the runtime for this one and made it a little bit tighter movie. I like the fact that it deals with Sienna and the brother and their kind of aftermath of what happened in the second one and the beatings they both took, and again continues to expand the lore of Art. The Christmas scenes in this one are just so much fun. I mean, the bar scene where he meets the Daniel Roebuck and Clint Howard, in the bar and is messing with both of them is really great. The opening sequence is fantastic. I mean, there's brutality all over the place, but at the same time, like, Art's super fun to watch, and he's just like he's so damn entertaining. And I love that we get more, like, we've had a lot of really good Christmas horror the last couple of years, and it's kind of blown up because we were really lacking a lot of Christmas horror for a long time, and it's kind of back in fashion. And look, I know it's not for everybody. I get it. If it's not your bag, I understand. But God damn it, I love these movies and I love this character. So I'll go as for Terrifier 3.
Yeah. So I watched Terrifier 2 to start because some people told me I should just start there. The other one is low budget. But then I went back and I watched Terrifier 1. And like after watching both of those, I'm like I've had enough. This is like so gory, like over the top. I'm just like, so I haven't seen Terrifier 3 yet, but just because there's just things where like it's just gore for gore's sake. I feel like he's stabbing someone, then stab, and digging in her body and like over the top blood. I'm kind of like I mean, and not to say that you can't have that and still make a good movie. You can, but it's just not for me. And so maybe someday if someone probably the only way that I'll watch it is if I'm with somebody that's really like wanting to watch it, and I'll just be like, sure, but I just haven't seen it. So, but Chris.
Yeah, so my only association with this is, as people know on my Facebook, I do reviews. I did a review of Terrifier 3 with a kid that got blown up by the Christmas present. I looked at it playing Art the Clown. But yeah, my only association is just knowing the script. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know if I have not.
Okay, you're breaking up. I can't hear you, Chris. Your connection is shitty. What?
Oh,
Give me
okay.
Have you seen? Yeah, I couldn't even tell if you said you have seen it. I don't know.
Okay, so I reviewed. Just saying, I have not seen it. I only done a read-through of it over my friend group, so I only read the script.
Okay, you haven't seen it. That's all I need to know.
Okay,
you haven't seen it. Okay, fine.
Nick.
Yeah, so I watched the first Terrifier, realized these movies are not for me, and I did not watch the rest. So it's kind of where we're at.
All right.
I wish I
seen it.
I wish I could have been in some of the same camp as some of these people because I've seen all three of these, and to me, these Terrifier movies are just not for me either. I'm a horror guy, but like I'm into actual smart horror, and this is like horror that is literally just like, let's like tie a woman down naked and saw her in half and just like and then laugh at it and enjoy that. And it's just like that's I don't laugh at that. Like I'm not gonna enjoy that. Like if it was like this is meant to be disturbing, like you are meant to actually not enjoy it, then I would be able to look at these films in a much more positive light. But because it's telling you to be entertained by this and telling you to have fun with this, it's just sort of like, I don't know how I feel about it. Especially because the third one, kids are always off the table for me. Kids and animals. And it's like,
why are kids off the table?
Just because it's just like, to me, like doing stuff like this to young kids, it's like kids are innocent. Like they're not gonna be as if an adult does something stupid, they know better. You know, kids have like an innocence to them, and it's just like to take away that innocence. It's like, I don't know, it feels kind of, you know, a bit off. I'm not saying every movie's like this for me, but
because you know Michael kills a dog in the first Halloween movie, right? Does that kill that first movie?
Fast forward that part. I don't like the dog part. And such, and just like I fast forward the dog scene in the thing.
You watch Time My Love. I do
have
another person on this list where they kidnap kids.
I do have issues with it. I mean, it does work well in some manners and works bad in other manners. It just matters upon execution. Like
they kill a kid in Dr. Sleep, but we ignore that. But all right, just put it out there. You guys love they kill kids, but so that's fine. They're innocent except for when I say they're not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
They're I don't like Dr. Sleep.
Just like free speech in our country, right?
Yeah. You don't
free speech unless I don't like it.
But I will say though, this is also being like, isn't it funny we did this to a kid? Isn't this enjoyable that we did this to a kid? It's like, no, like it's like it makes you want to get enjoyment out of that. And it's like I at least with some of those other scenes where the kids are dying, it's like, oh well, this is going to be disturbing, and you're not meant to be entertained by this. You're like, oh god, this is dark. Like this is rough to watch.
It is disturbing because Art does not give a fuck. That's what's great about it. He doesn't give a shit.
The execution is like, isn't this funny and entertaining? And it's like, no, it's not. But
he kills the kid off screen in the original one in the opening scene, and then he's washing the dishes from the cookies he ate. That's hilarious. That's the point. I think you completely missed the point, Wolf. That's the point. Like
the horror comedy.
He doesn't even kill him on screen. The little girl in the opening scene. It cuts away, and then he's cutting. In the next scene, it cuts to him having milk and cookies that the mom made, and then cleaning the dishes afterwards. Like that's absurdist at its point. You missed the entire point of the movie.
No, I know it's absurd, but like, why? But why involve kids in that absurdness? I don't know.
Because she was in the house. It's the same reason the strangers do what they do, because you were home. That's the point.
Yeah, because you were home is actually like dark and serious and to scare you. But
all right, I win the point. Battleground, next point. All right, let's keep going.
For me, I'll still say B though, because it's like this is at least better than some of the other ones. Also, it's way still overlong. Like 2 hours and 5 minutes for a slasher like this. Like, I'm sorry, like that does not need to be 2 hours and 5 minutes. Like, this still could have been turned
down.
Sorry,
your allotted time is up.
An hour 45.
Well, fuck. It still only has 2 points, so it goes into the haven't seen category. So I gotta go again. After all that. All right. So you know what makes a good double feature with that, and somebody else dressed in a Christmas outfit? Santa Claus 2. All right, that's I'll switch to that. All right. So I'm sure at least most people have seen this. All right. Okay. So legit. On a serious note, I actually kind of like this almost as much as the original one, and I've come to really enjoy it, especially more as an adult, because I think there's actually some more sort of a focus on the adults in this movie rather than like the kids. It has one of the more accurate depictions of like a faculty boring Christmas party that I've ever seen in the middle of this movie. I think it's surprisingly crazy accurate, how bored they are. And I think it's a really sweet scene when he gives them like the Secret Santa of like the toys they grew up with, as a family. I think his stuff with Elizabeth Mitchell is actually really cute. And actually, they have a really good chemistry in the movie. What's his name? Charlie is a real shit in this movie, isn't he? He's like vandalizing. He's turned into real shit. But he comes around. I like all the character actors pop up, like Art LaFleur as the Tooth Fairy. I think he's fun. Aisha Tyler, is like Mother Earth. Like their little minis are good. And goddamn it, I think Tim Allen's really funny as like the crazy dictator Santa that he becomes later in the movie. I think that stuff is actually really funny. As when he like turns the the North Pole into like a sweatshop with like stormtrooper nutcrackers. Like I think that stuff is actually really funny and really well done. So I think it's a pretty well thought out sequel. I like it quite a bit. So I would go S tier at least for this list. For Santa Claus.
Yeah. So I'm noticing more and more. It's gonna be hard to get too many things in the S tier. We're gonna have to bump up something for once. I don't know, but
that's why I'm being a little more generous with my S tonight, like a little more, like overall, because again, I'm catering it to the list that I have available, and that's what I'm having to work with.
Yeah, I can try to do that, but I just don't love the Santa Claus 2, but I like it. It is good, but it's, I just think that the original is way, way, way better to me, but. Just because there's more of just like Tim Allen being his own Tim Allen self versus being like the Santa Claus character most of the time. But he does have he's looking for a Mrs. Claus and he's going on dates and like doing that kind of stuff. And then you get all the other the I don't want to call them fairy tale creatures, but like all the other like holiday creatures. You even get like Michael Dorn, freaking Worf from Star Trek as a Sandman in there. And that's fun. And because I do like this way better than the third, it's kind of like it's like the first one would be an S tier. This one's probably an A, so I'll say A for it. And then the third one's like a C or a D.
C tier.
But I'll say A.
Yes.
But Chris.
Yeah, I prefer this over the Dead Silent, the third one. Every Dead Silent acting. I like this movie a lot. I don't quite put it in the S tier, but I do appreciate this movie a lot. Everything that Robert Santa I really enjoy. I really like Neil a lot in this one compared to the other ones. They did better use Neil as a character, like the whole toaster theme, pulling the tooth joke. It's just hysterical. But I thought of it in my fan. I have a soft spot for it. I give it an 8 a.m. at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nick, what do you say?
So here's a hot take. I think this is the best of the Santa Claus trilogy.
Ooh.
And I'm a rom-com guy. I love those parts of this movie, but you're right. Everything else is also really great. The evil plastic Santa, which is just amazing. And especially when he's trying the hot cocoa for the first time, that was one of my favorite scenes.
Oh yeah.
So I agree with you, Pez. This is going to be an S tier movie.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Wolf then.
Now the question is it better than the Santa Claus's TV show? That they did on
TV show not that bad
for me.
I
like the TV show a lot.
I mean, I was with the Santa Claus TV show until they started killing all the kids, and then I tapped out.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I think I missed that episode.
Oh, that was a deleted episode. I got the bootleg piracy version.
It was a very special episode where Charlie dies, right?
where Santa starts to
Arthur Clown showed up and killed everybody.
Yeah, and killed everybody. It instantly made it a better TV show.
Yeah, Martin Short's character comes back and starts killing off all the little elf characters and everything.
Yeah.
I would actually watch that. Yeah.
For me, this is one I have not seen this since I was much younger. I have seen the original one so many times, even as an adult. I need to revisit the second one, so it's just not fresh in my mind. I'll still say A. Like I maybe could shoot it up to S if it was fresh in my mind. But because it's not fresh in my mind again, this is one that I just need to see it again. I might see it again this Christmas season. But it's still a really delightful, fun sequel from what I remember of it.
It's worth it, Wolf. I think there's a lot to like when you get older. Actually, about this movie, there's a lot of really good, like the more adult situations.
Better romance.
It's actually really good. Yeah, it's actually quite good. So, all right, Elizabeth Mitchell in this movie, Wolfman, dude.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, Jordan.
Yeah. So, I wanted my first pick to be an actual Christmas movie because I'm gonna go for some Christmas adjacent ones maybe later. But the thing is, I'm just having a hard time finding S tiers. Like the S tier might be a lot of Christmas adjacent movies, but so I'm gonna go with one that like I would personally put in the F tier that I don't think a lot of people are gonna agree with. I'm gonna use another F on here because I just can't stand this movie. I'm gonna go with Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Like this movie is not for me.
Wow.
I don't care about it. It's just like goofy, stupid nonsense, like nonsensical humor of just like annoying stuff.
He said F.
Yes, F. Yeah, this
Right,
movie.
well,
I hate.
we'll see how that goes.
I hate this movie because it's just like it's just dumb humor in it. Like I feel like when I went to go see this, it just made me dumber. I didn't feel like uplifted. I didn't feel like I was even entertained. I felt like almost all the jokes in the whole movie were cringy. There's one that I thought was like okay, where he's doing the little echo thing. He's like, I was like, I'm an idiot.
Idiot. You are an idiot.
You're an idiot. Yeah.
Sounds like Jordan expected an adult serious drama from a Dr. Seuss adaptation.
Well, I mean, like, no, but like I expect to be at least entertained, and I was not entertained at all. I just didn't get it. I mean, it's cool that Jim Carrey can like do the little smile and stuff even without the makeup on. Good for him. But Jim Carrey is a comedy legend, but I just don't care about this movie whatsoever. But I decided to wait because I think I'm in the vast minority here. But we'll see. So, but Chris, what do you think?
On this day, Jordan Anderson Hunt grew smaller and smaller.
Yep.
My heart is growing
3 times smaller that day.
Yeah. Right, not S tier. This is easily A tier for me. I love this movie. It's a cringy, yes, but it's quotable as hell. I can quote the movie more than a lot of Christmas movies. I hear pre-type polio, like hate, double hate, burn with fiery passion. Like just every single line that come out of Jim Carrey is funny.
Santa.
Like, we watch every single Christmas. Like A tier, and not quite S tier, but it's an entertaining A tier.
Yeah. Nick, what do you say?
I watched this movie last year for like the 17th time for Christmas, and I actually really enjoyed it. Like it holds up really well, and is one of the better Seuss adaptations. I'll say that. So like, actually, it might even be the best. So I'm gonna go with S tier just purely out of spite. I think it deserves to be higher up, definitely.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you can try and get it up there, but
Wolf.
but Wolf, what do you think?
Turned 25 years old this year too, which is kind of crazy.
It's in my theater right now, playing for like regularly.
Too.
Yeah, like for the anniversary right now.
Yeah.
I'll just put it this way: that I'd rather watch Christmas with the Cranks than the Grinch.
Oh,
no
yeah.
way.
Get the fuck out of here! I said no. This is such a delightful comedy, and I'm sorry that you expected some Shakespeare from Dr. Seuss, but this is not going to be that. And this was a really funny movie, Oscar-winning movie, by the way, for best makeup that year, because of the Grinch's makeup, and deservedly so. But yeah, I quote this all the time. Me and my friends, like sometimes for eating like a pudding dessert, we'll be like, "This is not pudding," and then we'll be like, "Well, what is it?" So sometimes we'll just randomly break out of quotes like that, and it's really great. But what I always have to watch every single year. So, you know what? I'm going S tier, baby. Let's do it. Get it up. Get it as high
Yeah, I
as
figured
possible.
Okay.
some people might, but that's fine.
I'll come kind of right in the middle. I'll go with like a B tier. I used to
Okay.
like not really like this movie that much. I've kind of come around to it over the years, mainly because of Jim Carrey's performance. I think some of the lines are actually really funny. And there's just like little moments when he's just talking to himself, and doing things just all by. He's almost like talking to the camera. He's like just like completely breaking the fourth wall. There's that little bit where he does like the thing where he pulls the tablecloth off, and it wasn't supposed to work.
Yeah.
Then it works, and then he goes back and knocks everything over right afterwards. And that was a legit improv. So he just like ran back and like knocked everything over, and they thought it was hilarious, and they kept it in the movie. Stuff where they're like shoving the fudge in his face, like during the contest,
That's
like
kind of
just,
funny. Yeah.
just all the stuff, like when he's interacting with people, I think it's pretty funny. So like it's not one that I go back to like all the time, but I've kind of come around to it over the years. Like I kind of come around to at least like watching his performance. I think is all right. Some of the songs and stuff I could do without, and whatnot. I don't need to be like a musical, but I think it's okay. So I'll give it a B. I'll come right down the middle.
But don't go by the soundtrack. I made the mistake of buying the soundtrack on CD. We don't need Busta Rhymes rapping with Jim Carrey himself. We don't need like Ludacris on there. We don't need all those people for the Grinch. Sorry, no.
You didn't like this movie, but you watched the soundtrack.
You should go watch the Freddy Krueger video with the Fat Boys. That's worse.
Oh,
so
geez.
if you think this is bad music wise, go watch the stage version that they did. They have a film.
Go watch the Cumberbatch version.
Oh, thanks.
God, it was terrifying.
So it's gonna literally come right down the middle in the B. So with the votes. So there you go. Had that average out. All right.
I will say this is also a really great or a dog Christmas movie too. There's a pretty solid dog.
The dog is cute. Yeah, the dog's cute.
But the Grinch meal, by the way, I'm not going to be spending $17 for a pair of fucking socks. That's what the Grinch meal McDonald's is. It's like costs $17, and you get like this normal Big Mac fries with like some green salt and socks, and that's it.
Yeah, the socks are a nice touch, but that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Chris, what you got?
Let's throw that up.
You know what? I didn't go animated here. I didn't go down to Klaus. This is a film I would really late to the party on. I did see it 2 years later, but thanks to Anthony and Christina, they recommended it to me. I freaking love this movie. I have rewatched it so many times since then. I see it's sweet. I see it's funny. I see the mythology is really good. And the emotional gut punch it have when you get to the reveal of why he made the toy really hit you hard. And this is my J.K. Simmons Santa Claus performance, not the shitty red one. This is why I love him as Santa Claus. He's so good. He's so heartwarming and so soft-spoken. Jason Schwartzman really good. The cats are good. Have very Looney Tunes feel. And my God, I did a tear up at the end with "I'm Ready." J.K. Simmons' last line got to me emotionally. So at that reveal moment, I think this is one of the best Christmas animated movies ever made in that many years. And good on Netflix. Very rare to see a good animated stuff for Netflix.
I tried to make a normal looking ornament for Klaus, but gave him like up in the right corner, gave him like a hammer, like he's destroying something, or I don't know what's going on, but it's weird.
Klaus is back and he's pissed.
That's
right?
Okay, I thought yeah.
But Nick, what do you say?
I agree. Klaus is just a great, wholesome holiday watch, and with it being an animated movie, it does kind of hold up as being a modern classic. And I like all the stuff from where they try to come up with the mythology behind Santa Claus. So it's a really nice movie. I like it a lot.
Yeah, sounds good. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, no, Klaus is great. Regal recently did this weird thing where they were doing a mystery movie, but they were doing a holiday version. So I was like, oh, it's going to be like Merv or Oh, What Fun or one of these type of movies like that. But because, they do new releases that no one's seen yet. And then they ended up doing Klaus. And I was like, what? I was like, okay, that's weird. That's like that movie's been out, but that's very odd. But a great movie nonetheless. One of the best Christmas movies to come out in this decade and in the 21st century. I will say that to me, I think that year is when I think that this should have won maybe Best Animated Feature that year, in my opinion. If it was up to me, I think was this the Toy Story 4 year? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
Toy Story 4 year. Yeah.
So.
To me, Klaus should have taken that instead. Really, really excellent movie. So yeah, I'm gonna go S tier for Klaus. I just think it's great, and we need more great animated Christmas movies. So
yeah, another one I might bring up in the speed round if I go get around to it.
Sure.
yeah.
Yep.
It's really good. Not much of an anime yet, so that's fine. I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
Good. It's good. Mm-hmm. I'll probably never watch it again.
Well, for this list, yeah, like I really think that's really good. Yeah, it's not one that I really like find myself wanting to go back to. But even saying that, though, I still think that it's an S movie because I think that it's just really good. I like that they have Norm Macdonald as a voice in there too.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of brings the comedy fan out in me a little bit. But and yeah, I mean, it may not be at that high on the S when all is said and done, but I think for this list we can say S. Yeah, that's S.
All right, 4 and a 1, so it'll be right at the holdovers. All right, okay, all right, Nick.
Sticking with animated here, going to go with 8 Crazy Nights. I think I like this movie more than a lot of people do, I think, but it's kind of a high A. There's something about it to where the heart of this movie really just kind of connected with me, and I know that there's a lot of like crass jokes and things like that with the traditional animation doesn't really play well for some people, but I really enjoy this movie. I'm tempted to put it in S just because it's a pretty solid Hanukkah film. So like I just that's kind of where it is, right on the edge for me.
So where is it?
Yeah.
I'll say yes. Why not? We'll see what happens.
Sure. Wolf, what do you say?
But now thank you. All right. Now I'm gonna look like the bad guy. God damn. All right.
You not be the only one.
Because
I think you'll be fine.
because I'm going to say F tier for 8 Crazy. F. I do not like this movie at all. I watched it for the first time last year and almost didn't make it through it. Like I thought this was horrendous. The jokes weren't funny. It was just annoying that one dude who just keeps on like thinks like that's funny or whatever. It's like for like 15 minutes straight. And it's like, well, this is not fun.
True. There's a character that just does that. Yeah.
And it's just he just rarely does that for like 15, 20 minutes straight. It's just like, to me, nothing is funny in this movie. The animation wasn't that good. Just like there's really no redeeming qualities whatsoever I have of this movie. And I don't know. Maybe if I was Jewish, it would be different, but I'm not. So yeah, I'm gonna say F for 8 Crazy Nights.
Sure. Austin, what do you say?
When I saw this in 2002, I thought it was one of the most annoying movies I'd ever seen in my whole life. And I saw it for free because I worked at the theater and I was so annoyed. And I've gone back and tried to like watch it once or twice and I can't make it past like the 40-minute mark. I still think this movie is like just grating and annoying and the songs are bad and the jokes are bad and the animation's bad. I don't give a shit that it's like one of the only Hanukkah movies. You should have done better, Adam. So F, I agree. This movie annoys the shit out of me. I don't like it.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you. I think that like when I first saw it, maybe I had like rose-colored Adam Sandler glasses on or something like that. That was kind of like, oh, this movie's kind of fun. It's Adam Sandler, you know. But then after one watch, I went back the second time. I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like I didn't even love it the first time. I was like, oh, that's all right, you know. But now I just can't. Like, yeah, I just like, yeah, the jokes aren't good. The like music's awful. That's a technical film, like all that stuff. I just can't. And it's, I don't know. it's got a whopping 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, but
Too high.
I just yeah.
Too high,
But I don't think it's like the worst movie on this list. I would still give it a D, but I mean, I can't really go higher than that. So, but Chris, what do you think?
I technically found the only member. This is the not that funny.
Your connection sucks, Chris. It's a better
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
you're cutting out. Sorry. Yeah, we can't really hear you.
Let me come right back in.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
I don't know what he was about to vote. I don't think it was good. So,
No, we're gonna be down like low by the deal.
yeah, I don't think it was good. I think it's gonna average out to
or
a
C?
nickel. Save it from being an F. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a D probably. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hello.
Hello.
yeah.
F.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. So Nick's will save it from being an F tier, but yeah, it's unfortunately you're in the minority on that
Success.
one. Success.
I did it. I thought I would have a better shot with Jordan being here, but I guess I was wrong about that.
You got it slightly above
Not
the
for
other
this
Adam
one.
Adam Sandler movie on this list. Congratulations.
But there are some bad Adam Sandler movies that I will defend that most people don't like. Like what's that like? The Ridiculous Six. That's a bad one that I'll defend. But
You question. No.
Wolf. What you got?
All right, so my next one is also going to be a musical. I will bring it up just because I want to give this a kind of a passion. This is more of a passion vote for me now. Is I need a human voice to tell me put Anna and the Apocalypse in S. Because
I was gonna say, tell me what it is. I think I know what it is, but kind of tell me what it is. All right. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Right.
This is a really great just musical with a lot of heart, a lot of humor, and honestly, very bleak too. Like I rewatched it again. This movie gets really dark and depressing really fast. And the songs are all great, except for one guy, the principal character. He cannot sing worth shit. He is a terrible singer, and his song was terrible. But, yeah, everything else song wise in this is great. The whole cast works really well together. It's a smaller indie film, but it's really excellent. And what's funny is my friend, he came up with this idea when we were in high school. He was like, "Dude, what if we had a zombie apocalypse musical?" And then that same year, they come out with Anna and the Apocalypse, and I was like, "Bro, they beat you to the punch." But yeah, it's a great one. I'm going S tier for Anna and the Apocalypse. So,
yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I've seen it once. I liked the zombie stuff, and I like kind of the story for what it was. I'm not really a musical guy, and I would like listen to some of the song, and once I realized I was not really into the song, I started hitting that 10-second thing, just kind of getting past the song. Honestly, I was just like, okay, let's get back to the regular scenes. So for that reason, yeah, the music didn't quite work for me. But I like kind of the pseudo horror aspect of it, and I like some of the characters. So I'll give it like a B. I thought it was fine. I could do without the music.
Yeah. Well, this is one that I've been wanting to see. I just haven't gotten around to it, so it is a blind spot for me. So I'll abstain. But Chris, what do you think?
I liked this movie a lot. Been a while since I watched it on the plane coming back from, I think, Rome. I watched it back in 2019. But it A tier. It definitely won the better Christmas musical. The one I slightly prefer, that might be in minority of, but A tier for me.
Yeah. Nick, what do you say? Have you seen Anna and the Apocalypse?
I have not. I had no idea that this movie existed. Zombie musical, though. I'm a musical guy, so maybe I'll enjoy this one, but I haven't seen it.
To be fair, about half the movies on this entire list, as I was pulling the posters, I didn't know existed. So,
To be
yeah.
fair, because
Yeah.
most of the movies on this list are like Hallmark movies. They're
they're not Hallmark
very-
per se, but they're like these
Or
streaming
like
Hallmark
movies
adjacent?
that I've never
No.
heard of ever.
like
That like
streaming Hallmark wannabes.
there's a thing on. I listened to a podcast called F This Movie, and Patrick Brownlee talks about movies that just don't exist. And like I half the movies on this list just like don't exist. Like they came out on a streaming service and like nobody watched them, and they just kind of they're there. But like it's that if a tree fell in the forest and nobody was there to hear it, did it really happen sort of a thing? Like somebody puts out a movie on a streaming service, but nobody's there to watch it. Does it really exist? I don't know.
It's but in the case of End of the Apocalypse, though, that's more underrated.
Does it only exist because ChatGPT told Jordan that it exists on a streaming service?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Without that, I would have never known half these movies exist. I
half
didn't
these
even
movies.
know.
That's what I mean. Like, does anybody know that these movies exist? I don't know.
I looked them up though, and like my criteria was that if ChatGPT told me there was a movie that exists, it has to have at least one known actor that's like fairly well known, So and I included some.
All right. Did everybody vote on this, or are we good? Okay. So, all right. So yeah, it'll right in the middle. It's an S, A, and a B, so it'll end up in the A right there. All right. So as far as me, I'll go with a comedy I just really like. And again, according to this list, I'm being a little generous with the holiday films in particular. But I actually really, really enjoy and think Friday After Next is really fucking funny. Like when you actually watch it. If you actually sit down and watch it, I think like it's not quite up to the tier of the first Friday, but I do think it's the best of the two sequels. And I think the holiday aspect of it is a lot of fun because it kind of it takes place around Christmas. There's a lot of Christmas shopping going on in their little shopping center that they're being security guards for. There's a lot of wacky characters. Cat Williams is like running around with his little clothing shop. Terry Crews is kind of the bully guy in this one, but ends up having kind of a fun twist to his character. There's just a lot of goofy shit going on. I think it's very breezy. I like the dynamic with the family. I just found it a very easy watch as a Santa Claus going around robbing everybody, eating a sandwich and shit, in his kitchen. It's really funny. I don't know how many people have actually seen it, but I actually quite enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. So for this list, I'll go as.
Yeah, I mean, I actually do like this movie, and yeah, I like the Cat Williams stuff. He was really good in the movie One of Them Days from this year. But so I like him when he does comedy and stuff. But and the thing for me though, it's like the original Friday is one of the greatest comedies like of all time to me, and it's just so hard to replicate it. Like they've tried to like have these movies in the same world, and I think it's just really hard to, like, I don't know, maybe they need to bring back Chris Tucker or like I don't know, like some people passed away, John Witherspoon and stuff like that. But I think I can't remember if he was in this one or not.
John Witherspoon's in this one. Yeah, everybody else is.
Okay. Yeah, but I do think that that's good and it's fun and it's better than the second one. I think that this is the second best one for me. And then Terry Crews is good, Mike Epps too. So I'd probably give it an A for me. So yeah. But Chris.
I have not seen any Friday movie. I'm a blank spot mine.
Any of them? Really?
Oh.
You haven't even seen the original one?
Yeah.
Never seen
What are you doing? Friday's awesome. You got to at least watch that.
Should,
Yeah, that's a hood classic, my friend. Right? Yeah. Nick.
So I have seen this movie. It's been a very long time though, so I don't remember a whole lot about it. But I know I've watched it because I did watch those Next Friday and Friday After Next before I saw the first one. So I'm gonna have to just leave it at a B. I know I recognize it's a good movie, but again, I'm struggling to remember like specific details. So
yeah, it's all good. Wolf, what do you say?
I've seen Friday, not seen any of the sequels, but I will now watch this one on the Friday After Next.
Gotcha.
Sure, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
it's a Christmas movie. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think you'll laugh a lot more than you think you will. Like it's actually very funny.
For sure.
So, all right, Jordan.
Yeah. So I think there's another. Before I reveal what I'm gonna pick, there's another movie that I thought was maybe a Christmas or Christmas adjacent, but I don't know if it came out in the 21st century. How High did that come out? I think that's a Christmas like kind of movie, right? I think.
How high?
Or at least like. Yeah, or at least like Christmas adjacent. I think there's some Christmas stuff going on, if I remember that. Because Friday After Next just reminded me of that, but it's not on the list. But I was just kind of thinking of that. But as far as this list goes, so actually I did find a Christmas movie that I love, and it's one of my favorite comedies. I used to have the poster hanging in my room with the stained glass, but I'm gonna go with The Night Before. So. And I'm a big fan of The Night Before, mostly because of the cast. But I mean, it's a funny story. Like there's just these guys go out and then they have like an epic night every Christmas Eve, and like they're best friends. Some fun references when they go play like Goldeneye at like Anthony Mackie's childhood home, and then like talking about marijuana with his mom, and then Seth Rogen does like every single drug, but the wrong portion. So it's like every drug, but it's like little, like small amounts or whatever. So it's like it's enough to barely do something, but not a lot. And then Joseph Gordon, I love it. I think that they has pretty good chemistry, like the will they, won't they with Lizzie Kaplan in there. And then there's even like some fun characters that like pop up, like Michael Shannon is pretty hilarious as Mr. Green. Just like being like the marijuana guy, the like dealer, and then you have Nathan Fielder that like shows up as the limo driver. He's pretty good. And then Anthony Mackie and Alana Glaze are just having sex in the bathroom. They're like jackhammering, like just going crazy. It's just because they're just looking for like something to do on this night to just make it crazy and like off the wall and over the top and yeah, like it's a fun kind of thing. Like the whole like Seth Rogen playing it into the Jewish stuff also. Like he like gives like a shout out to all the rabbis that are sitting there and then he has his like his ugly Christmas sweater with the Jewish star, and then when he goes to midnight mass, he's just like he's so high. He's like, we did not kill him. Like, who's the guy over there on the cross? We didn't kill him, and he's like freaking out, having like a little panic attack, like in the church. Yeah, we did not do that. Yeah, but I think that it's fun, and I think that like pretty much the cast all the way around like has pretty good chemistry. Like I really buy the friendship of like Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Anthony Mackie. And yeah, just like a one crazy night, and they want to get into this party, and then like Miley Cyrus shows up in there, but not like as like Hannah Montana. This is like one of the like first thing I saw her is like really being like adult Miley Cyrus and like leaning more into that too. So yeah, I'll say S tier for The Night Before.
By the way, How High has a Halloween party, not a Christmas party.
Oh, it's a Halloween party. Oh, for some reason, I could have sworn that there's a Christmas like movie with like Method in Red, but I'm not sure. I don't know. But
maybe they make a cameo in some of the movie. I can't remember, but it's not that movie. Unfortunately, no. Okay. Yeah.
So, but Chris, what do you say?
Yeah, I like The Night Before a lot. Very funny movie. I remember seeing it in theater, seen it a few times, and then Michael Chan is the best part of the movie. I think he is the steam show of the movie. I wish he'd do more comedy more often. Mm-hmm. Like he grained it and Knife Out, like playing the British character. S tier, like like low S tier, but definitely one I go back to rewatch.
Sounds good. Yeah. Nick, what do you say about The Night Before?
I have not seen this one, but Michael Shannon's one of my favorite actors, so I'll probably check it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you probably like it. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, because I'm also kind of playing by Austin's role here of being more lenient with some of these type of films and trying to, some of these films are like actually S tier, some of these films aren't S tier. Like this one, I wouldn't necessarily say is S tier, but it is in the sense that it has now become a Christmas tradition. Like I watch it every Christmas now, and it's one that I really have a fun time with. So because of that, I will go a low S for The Night Before. I think that this is a really, really fun movie that also is really emotional. Because especially for me, this film really resonates with me because I watched it in high school, and this was one that me and some of my best friends in high school, we all kind of related to the friendship group in this. The three friends, me and my two best friends in high school, all kind of related to this. And now it's like they're actually going their parting ways, they're going their separate ways now, and it makes this movie feel even more timely in my own personal life. So it's a really beautiful story about friendship on top of just being a hilarious movie. So
yeah, and also don't forget about one of the best Christmas songs, the Christmas in Hollis, when they go do the karaoke and they go play the big like keyboard, the foot keyboard thing. They do that too.
So. Oh yeah, this also has that Christmas, the snow's coming down. Christmas.
Yep. So, Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I'd probably go like a low S for this one. Again, because I'll be a little more, lenient with this list a little bit, but it is one of the better kind of Christmas comedies to come out in a while. Yeah, good cast, good little cameos, Michael Shannon and all that. So yeah, I'll be a little lenient. I'll go with that. So sure, why not? And you're probably, by the way, I kept doing research for you, Jordan. How High was released in December, but it has nothing to do with Christmas. So that's probably why.
Maybe that's part of it too.
Maybe that's
I remember
part of it.
like walking through my friend's neighborhood, and we had another friend, and we walked past, and they were watching How High through the window while they were decorating their tree. So maybe that was part of it.
And they have done a music video called "It's a Cruel Christmas." Has nothing to do with How High though.
Okay.
and Method Man is going to be in a Amazon Prime movie next year called Relationship Goals. That is going to be a Christmas movie, but that's next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind
So there you go.
Okay.
So I did some extra research for you, but yeah.
Sure, yeah,
All right. Anyways, all right. So what are we on next?
We're on Chris
back,
again.
back to Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't see Tri-State on the Christmas, not Christmas Jason. You know what? I'm going to go with one came out last year. Carry On. This is a film that I really didn't know much about. This is kind of like, Die Hard Christmas in an airport this time around. But it's really good, intense movie. Jason Bateman is a great freaking villain in this. He's so terrifying, intimidating, and Karen Richardson turning out to be a really good actor. Have Christmas aspect to it, but I really like the tension it brings throughout it. And you kind of don't know where it's going half the time, and that I really appreciate it. Again, another good Christmas movie for Netflix. Like, when they do it right, they make good one. So yeah, Carry On.
Yeah. Nick, what do you say?
Say it with me now. Never heard of this movie. So yeah, I got nothing.
It's all good. Wolf.
Carry On. Makes me think of that song from Fun, but no,
The
it's
Netflix
a really
movie,
great.
though, is what it is. Yeah.
It is a really fun movie, a really great movie. Taron Egerton's great in this. Jason Bateman is awesome in this. He's been showing up in a lot of Netflix stuff and just like being great in it, like Ozark, that show he just did this year with Jude Law. So like he's been doing a lot of really great Netflix stuff and really killing it. But Carry On was a big surprise. This was a movie that when I watched the trailer, I was like, this is going to go either way. This is either going to absolutely suck because it's Netflix, and Netflix can sometimes make some shit, or this is going to maybe be a surprise. I was leaning on it's going to suck, and then I watched it, and it actually ended up being pretty decent and fun. And what's funny, I think this came out, if I remember correctly, that same year that I went and flew to see you, Jordan. So kind of.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
This comes out the same year as that. But yeah, I'll say A tier for Carry On. It's fun.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I'll say A tier for Carry On. It was a decent. Netflix. I don't like a lot of Netflix movies. I think a lot of Netflix movies are kind of generic and just not very well written. This is one of the better ones, and I think Bateman is kind of the one who kind of elevates it. And I like those cat and mouse, tension movies that can do the tension just over the phone. But I appreciate movies that can do that. I do think it kind of loses steam after the first hour. I think like once it moves on to like becoming kind of a generic chase movie, it's not as interesting. So the last like half hour or so just wasn't as good as like maybe the first hour. So that's why I'd go A instead of S.
Yeah. Well, have you guys ever had that experience? I'm sure like a lot of you have where we're all huge movie fans and we like kind of know what really great movies are compared to like bad ones. And then you go watch with like non like movie fans the way we are. I mean, so I watched it with my whole entire family and they're movie fans, but they're not like on the same like level. So they'll take a lot of bad movies, say Chris with the Cranks, and they'll be like, this movie's fun and I love this. That's really good. But then so we all sat down and we watched Carry On and they were just like loving it, like on the edge of their seat. Oh my gosh, this is great. And I kind of was too for a lot of it, but like I just don't think my excitement was like on like their like level. They're getting kind of like really like freaked out too. And that also could be because it's a lot like a lot of my family is like Mormon, and so they get like kind of like more impressed by things. They haven't seen a lot of like R-rated and like horror stuff and all that. So they're kind of like, oh my gosh. But so even by a movie like this, like, oh yeah, like Jason Bateman, he's a really scary villain and all that. I'm like, well, I mean, he's good, scary, I wouldn't say, but yeah, but I do think that it was really fun. And yeah, Taron Egerton is becoming a great actor. Like I'll watch most of what he does, and I think he has a new show that I want to see that came out this year or something like that. But yeah, and I think for this list, and depending what other list that it pops up on, I'll say S because I actually had a lot of fun with it because it got the job done of being a little Christmas thriller, and like I was pretty thrilled by it. So yeah, I'll say S.
All right.
Yeah, you're thinking of Smoke, Jordan, on Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, Smoke, is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right,
but, Nick.
Yeah. Go with Elf, and I will say that it's an S tier movie. I just think it's a really very solid comedy. Got a great cast. You have Will Ferrell being at peak of his powers, I would say, and it's just a really enjoyable, very Christmassy kind of film. So I'm gonna go with S. I had toyed with the idea of putting it in A, but given the category, I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up to an S tier film.
Yeah, sounds good. Wolf, what do you say?
Damn. Okay, so you took my next one, and this is one that is conflicting. All right, because this movie has dropped less and less for me the more I've seen it over the years. And on an actual quality basis, when it comes to what is good movies and what is bad movie, this is more like low B, high C tier for me, honestly. Like the more I watch it, the more like there's like one great scene with Peter Dinklage. There's like a few other stuff, but like, oh my god, is Will Ferrell annoying in this movie, and like kind of creepy. And there's a few other stuff like just like really like kind of problematic, like him just singing in the shower with her. It's like, what, do you not have showers up in the North Pole at all? Like, do you not know how that works? Like, what the fuck? Like, it makes no sense. And there's there's some stuff like that that's just very.
He's literally taking a shower in the opening montage.
Yeah, he's literally taking a shower.
It makes no sense. It's just a small one, and then he doesn't know how to use one later. That makes zero sense whatsoever. When he's taking one in the opening. Yeah. They haven't even watched their own movie. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. Some of the plot holes in this movie and some of the other stuff in here is like really, really bad. But the reason I'm also conflicted is because of the fact that this holds such a staple as like a Christmas classic. That like on the level of how iconic this is in the Christmas environment, I almost feel like S tier would be warranted just because of that alone. But for me, I think I'm gonna go like the perfect balance then and say A, just because I don't think I can shoot it up to an S because those problems I've had, it's just like they're so significant nowadays. So
sure. But Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll go with the C tier. I kind of like the first 20 minutes of the movie. I like the stuff where he's, just the one giant elf doing, using all the small stuff at the North Pole. I think that's some decent like physical comedy, and I think he's good at that. Trying to use the little tools and the little shower and all that stuff it's not bad. And the stuff they filmed guerrilla style that him and Jon Favreau did, like running around New York, like interacting with everything in New York, that they shot kind of like with the handheld camera. I thought was pretty funny. And then I like James Caan. I think I'm just a James Caan fan. So I think he's all right in the movie, but like I think it just starts to wane after that. Like I start to get really annoyed with the act. I think this is a character that like it would work really, really well in like short bursts. Like if you did like SNL sketches with this character, I think it would work. But man, you put this movie in full length, and I'm done by the end of it. And I think the third act is legitimately terrible. All the stuff with like, we need the Christmas spirit to lift the sleigh and said and Nasdra. Oh fuck, it's bad. It's really, really bad. Really legitimately terrible. Like that third act is awful. So yeah, this movie just completely runs out of gas. Like I think like an hour into it, and by the end I'm ready for it to be over. So I can't go higher than a C, because I think at least the first 30 minutes has some stuff worth it. And I think Will Ferrell's trying. So it's not like the worst movie on here, but I can't go higher than the C, because by the end I'm done. I'm just done. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I actually really like Elf. Like I have this Elf shirt that just says like, "Does someone need a hug?" That's all that I got it for Christmas Eve, and this is the third time I've ever worn it. But I got it like 2 years ago for Christmas Eve. So I'm like, I'll just break it out for now because I need to honestly like replenish all my Christmas stuff. I've had the same stuff for a while, which I'm saving one Austin got me that for tomorrow's show, because it fits that one. But yeah, I think that there's some fun stuff. I like how they incorporate all the like claymation, and like he sees the narwhal and he sees the winter snowman. Yeah, like all of that stuff, and like I do think though that like Bob Newhart, I think he's also good in it too. Bob Newhart, James Caan, like the like advice that he gives him, where like it's like him and also Ed Asner also giving him advice, but he's like you see gum on the street, you leave it there. It's not free candy, and he's like struggling to not eat it, and he's like, there are like 30 Ray's Pizza. They all claim to be the original, but the real one's on 11th. or if you see a sign that says Peep Show, that doesn't mean that they're letting you look at presents before Christmas. So yeah, I think there's some fun lines, and just being like a fish in the water, like congratulations, world's best cup of coffee, or he gets like the thing for the special someone, and it's like lingerie, like all that. So there's some like fun stuff that's like very like entertaining and amusing. I'm not just like laughing like really out loud, hardly at all in the movie, but I do think that that's fun. And yeah, like maybe I wouldn't always put it in the S tier, but for this list, I'm gonna say S tier. And also don't eat passion fruit spray either. That's doesn't taste good. But anyways, yeah. But Chris, what do you say?
I conflicted. I love Elf a lot. I think I have a problem. Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's a feel good Christmas movie. Don't read the original script online. It's way more watching when you read the original draft. I had a tendency and have read it a couple of times. Yeah, I give it A tier. Like, not all of it worked, but I enjoyed the moment. I love Peter Dinklage when he show up. That moment just made me laugh every time we watched the movie. And it's a feel good movie. Better Christmas movie from this first half of the decade than a lot of the shitty one we got.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be right there.
All
right. I believe it's Wolf. What you got?
Yep. It is me next. And after that, a lot of people might want to do this to us after some of our the way that we voted that last round. But I'm going to say Violent Night. gets my.
Damn, you took my next pick, you asshole. No, and I mean that in good fun. That just so I gotta go with something else. Damn it, that was my next pick.
They get an extra one to vote for. You know?
Well, I'm running out of shit to put in the S tier, so that's actually not a good thing. Like this might be the quickest round of the Hail Mary round for me. I'll be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, Violent Night is just such a fun, badass action movie that just has a great performance from David Harbour. It's Hopper as Santa Claus, you know. We all want to, we all want to see that, and it's really great. John Leguizamo in here. You would never think, knowing John Leguizamo's face, you would never think he would make for a good bad guy. Like I look at him, and I'm like, he is somebody who's always going to look like a dork. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as a villain, but he does a really good job. Not gonna lie, he does actually a pretty decent job in this film, and the whole cast does a really good job. I think there's some really sweet, heartwarming stuff in here with Christmas and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go S tier for Violent Night for the sake of this list. I think this is one of the best modern day Christmas movies that we have, and it's just an utter blast to watch. So
yeah, Austin.
Yeah, no, I like Violent Night quite a bit, and I've watched it once since then. It's probably, well, Wolf, we tend to forget. We probably don't think of John Leguizamo as a good villain because the last time he played a villain was in Spawn, and he wasn't very good in that movie. So, maybe that's why we don't think of him as one. Yeah, no, he's pretty solid here. Yeah, the supporting cast is good. Yeah, Beverly D'Angelo and a couple people hanging around. But it's fun because it kind of takes a little while to ramp up. Once it does, yeah, it gets super violent. There's definitely like Home Alone vibes with him setting up like little traps up in that attic and around the house and stuff. For people to get taken out, or the kid does, right? The kid sets up like all the little Home Alone traps and whatnot. He's just going to town with like hammers and ice skates and all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, who guess we could get like another sort of die-hard Christmas movie, but with an actual Santa Claus instead of a cop. So, it works, and I like it quite a bit. So again, for this list, I'm being pretty generous, but I'll go with S. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to look up what other like villainous roles John Leguizamo. He hasn't done a lot. He was
Spawn.
Spawn, and then he was the pest exterminator in The Pest, that movie from 1997, and he was in Carlito's Way too, being like a drug dealer guy. But
he was like a henchman in Carlito's Way. He wasn't like the main guy, but yeah.
He was in Kick-Ass, wasn't he?
Wasn't really a villain. He was more of a alpha butler henchman too.
Yeah, but it was closer. It was on the villain side, though. That's what I'm. That's kind of. It's adjacent.
He did good. Yeah, he did want to become a villain. So yeah,
it's kind of like one of the John Wick movies. I can't remember if it's the original. I think it's the original. He's like one of the like kind of like he's like part of the underworld, but he's friendly to John Wick or something. So
yeah, no, that's the first two.
Yeah, but Violent Night rules. This movie is awesome. I think that's so good. Yeah, just like David Harbour kind of being like the like John McClane of a pure Christmas movie where like Die Hard. I do still would say that it kind of is a pure Christmas movie, but not to everybody, But to me it is. But I think that everyone can agree that Violent Night is a Christmas movie, and yeah, I think that the movie is a lot of fun. Just having to just him like coming to thwart these like robbers. I guess they're trying to rob the house of the rich people. It's like Beverly D'Angelo and like Edie Patterson and a bunch of those guys that are in there. And yeah, I think that's fun. And there's like cool action scenes and like he's just being badass and it's fun to watch. So yeah, I'll say S tier for Violent Night. But Chris, what do you say?
Yeah, I love Violent Night a lot. I enjoy any movie that made a lot of backstory that he has speaking Viking that becomes Santa Claus. Like, holy crap!
Yeah,
that's
cool.
I want more story like that and Cloud, like more crazy story of how Santa Claus. This is that too. There's an entertaining, violent Santa Claus movie. I can't wait to see where they go with the second one to come out. Because even though I don't love David Harbour as a person anymore, he's still a good actor. So
Are they doing a second one? I haven't really heard much, but maybe they are. I don't know.
Yeah, not making a second one. MJF's going to be a henchman.
Also, if you're talking about
nice.
that Millie Bobby
That's
Brown
cool.
controversy, apparently that was all like fake. I don't know what that is online, but apparently that's all fake. Like the Millie Bobby Brown controversy.
Oh yeah, that stuff. Yeah, that was weird. But they seemed just fine on the red carpet and had all their little.
Yeah,
promo stuff,
apparently
so.
a news outlet went and made up something. It's like actually confirmed that like they made up some shit about
Jeez.
David Harbour.
Just dumb.
But yeah, Violent Night 2 slated for December of next year, so it should be on our anticipated.
cool.
Actually,
Nice.
I believe it is on the list. Kristen Bell is playing his wife, Mrs. Claus.
Nice.
Yeah, MJF the
I'll be down
wrestler.
for that.
MJF the wrestler, who if you don't know who he is as a wrestler, he was one of the sons in Happy Gilmore 2. He's the one that was pumping iron all the time, like the really jacked up one.
Okay.
Yeah, King Bach, the TikTok guy, Jared Harris. Looks like might be the Joey Pants is in it. So
Nice.
cast. Yeah, not bad.
That's cool. Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, it looks. Who's the director? Is the director of the first one? Let's see.
It could be.
It is the guy who directed the first one. It's Tommy Wirkola. So yeah, same director. So there you go.
Cool. Well, Nick, what do you say about Violent Night?
So I haven't seen it, but it's on my list. It looked really good when it came out. As far as like the trailers and the stuff that I saw, I just didn't get around to actually watching it. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right,
so
that'll stay up. So I think it's 4 S's, right? Did Chris say S?
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, 4 S's. Yeah.
No, maybe he didn't, Chris. Okay, never mind. Chris is having all kinds of.
I said S, yeah. but Austin.
All right. So, anyways, yeah, I'm starting to run low unless I start going with Christmas adjacent stuff. I guess I'll go Christmas adjacent. So I'll go with what on any given day is either my number one or number two Tarantino movie, and that's The Hateful Eight. So I love The Hateful Eight. I think it's a great paranoia kind of thriller character piece. I think the acting is top notch here. Amazing cast. Everybody's really, really good. R.I.P. Michael Madsen in there. Yeah, Tim Roth is great. Walton Goggins, goddamn, is he good in this movie? I still think it's one of Sam Jackson's best movies. Kurt Russell's awesome and his mustache doing his thing. I had to remind Jordan that it is Christmas adjacent because Michael Madsen's character says he's going home for Christmas. I mean, that's a lie, but it's around Christmas time. Otherwise, they wouldn't buy it as a lie. But yeah, it's around that time. I always watch it on the Christmas time because it's a very wintry movie because everything's just covered in snow. It's very cold. It's a good movie to put on, around that time, and everybody's kind of huddled up in this haberdashery. So, no, it really works. And it's a long movie, but I think it kind of flies by because I get so involved with these characters. It's one of those movies where I just want to spend time with these characters. I keep going back to this movie because I just want to keep going back into that haberdashery and hanging out in there with everything they're doing. So, the violence is crazy when it comes, but I think for it's kind of earned when it gets there. And it's really great. And you never quite know who's telling the truth and who's fibbing. And we still don't know certain things about certain characters to this day. And I think it's a lot of fun. So yeah, Hateful Eight, why not?
Yeah. I think that the movie's really good. I mean, I don't know, like on like a regular tier.
Yeah.
If I'd put it in the S necessarily, but I think for this one, that I will say S, and I think Kurt Russell's probably one of my like favorites. He's taken Jennifer Jason Leigh's character to hang or whatever, and here's a question: what the heck is a haberdashery? I don't even know what that is.
It was just back then, just like kind of a almost like a half general store, half like motel almost. Like you could stay there if you wanted to, but buy general
okay.
supplies and goods, and kind of it was just a place where you could rest along a trail, back then. So because there was not a lot of places you could stop if a blizzard hit, so
Yeah, right.
you had to these places in between towns that you could stop and rest essentially. So that's kind of what it was. Yeah.
Well, but that's a really good cast, and always like Tarantino's dialogue, like some of the best. And like Walton Goggins, like he's great in this. And then like even like Bruce Dern, like he's pretty good in it. Like Damien Bashir, Tim Roth, like they're all like, it's a solid little cast, and or a big cast, I should say. But and just kind of like almost a one location, other than the beginning.
Just the beginning when they're beginning when they're getting there, but everything else just takes place there. Yeah, I mean once they're there, essentially.
Yeah, but Tarantino has like some great music that's like inspired by like Ennio Morricone, which I think maybe he did it.
He did it, and he won an Oscar.
That year.
Yeah. So there's one that like usually like when I watch older movies and they're like doing the long credit sequence in the beginning, I always fast forward to that. But for this one, I was just digging the music, and I'm like, this is kind of cool. I'm just gonna sit and like watch this and enjoy this, So yeah, but and then the really cool twist, which I'm not gonna spoil, but it's pretty cool when it happens, and so yeah, I'll say S. But Chris, what do you say?
I might be in a minority of it. I think a good movie. I'm not in love with it like everybody else is in the Tarantino. I think lose me in kind of unnecessary in the film, and it kind of dragged the movie to a hold. I have a problem with a lot of Tarantino movie sometimes with that. But the first half is the S tier, and the second half is a B tier. So I go with A. Because like everything up until the chain of flashback is S tier. I think the last half hour just kind of not great at the first half. Like,
yeah, sounds good. Nick, what do you say?
It's so interesting. I think the second, at least the ending scene, pretty good. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Walton Goggins kind of just goes off. Like it's just really great film. It's a little bloated here and there, a little bit too overlong. I've heard that the extended version that's on Netflix is better. I just haven't watched that version yet. So
it's weird though, because they make it like a TV show. It's by episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Huh?
4 episodes, but yeah. They kind of separated it out. But again, I wouldn't be mad at it being an S tier. It's kind of like a high A S tier movie, so we can let's stick it with the S tier on this one.
Yeah, and if you get a chance too, go check out because Walton Goggins, he does one of the like best. He did like one of those like GQ like kind of breakdown of his whole entire career. Like he's just like talking about like how grateful he is to just be in like any of these Quentin Tarantino movies like Django and The Hateful Eight, and like just like his experience, and like just like how much that it like really means to him. You can just feel it. Like he just like just means like the world to him. And it's like the highlight of his whole career, like being in these movies. So it's pretty cool to watch. I would highly recommend that. But Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah. So this is interesting for me because The Hateful Eight is actually, and I'm gonna get some hateful wording for this. I'm a huge Tarantino guy, but it is my least favorite Tarantino movie out of the bunch when it comes to all of the Tarantino films. But I still think it's good. Like, I don't think Tarantino's ever made a bad film. I just think this is my least favorite of all of Tarantino's films. And this is conflicting because I think it is really well made. I think it is very well crafted. At the end of the day, though, it's not one I really go back to that often. I just think it's just it's one that if I do see it, I actually go see it in January because that's when it's like the most snowy for me. And here in Virginia is January, so we'll see it then. But yeah, for this list specifically, I'll go A.
Yeah. So where
All
we
right,
at?
so 3 and 2, it's kind of where it is right now. So there it is. Maybe slightly above Bad Santa. So okay. All right. So Jordan, you want to hit yours, and then we might just go ahead and hit the speed round. I think we're kind of running dry here, but I'm
We
getting
could,
the vibe. Yeah. I mean, we'll shout out whatever we got left, and we'll hit it.
Well,
so, yeah.
Well, speaking of Tarantino, let's talk about a Paul Dano movie since he crapped all over him for some reason.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that, dude? Like, I don't understand that shit.
That's like really weird. I don't really.
Well, and it's weird because then he also named it as one of his 25 favorite movies of like this century or whatever.
It was like number 4 of the best.
And then, like, if you don't like the performance that much, how would it make it? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
He's,
doesn't make any sense.
Weird. That and. Why crap on the guy? What do you have against the guy? It's just weird.
Right. Like it's one thing to say his performance doesn't work for me, but like then he goes on to say the weakest actor in SAG. He's weak sauce, man. It's like what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, dude? That guy is like a lot of times one of the best parts of every movie he's in. Like, what are you talking about?
Like several other actors.
Oh, there's no other actor that's like worse than that, bro. I can find worse actors in your movies. Like, stop.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't know. Like I can think of one actor. I can think of one actor that has a really bad Australian accent in Django Unchained. Who could it be? I don't know. A guy named Quentin Tarantino who's way worse. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, it's funny he's criticizing acting too. Whenever
when he's the worst actor in a lot of his own movies.
Not even like good of an actor. If it was like directing, then that would be different. But he's just criticizing acting, and it's like that's like totally different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre.
But we do have.
That's a whole other topic for another day. So yeah,
right. We have other holiday movies on here, and I decided that we already have enough with like mostly Christmas, but we wanted to have a few kind of Thanksgiving and like maybe like a New Year's one, and so this one's even Thanksgiving like adjacent sort of, but I wanted to talk about Prisoners because like
Speaking
everything
of Paul
happened.
Dano?
Right? Yeah, right. Speaking of Paul Dano and that's one of the reason why I wanted to bring it up, but like everything takes place just right after Thanksgiving at dinner when like Hugh Jackman's daughter goes missing. There's a daughter or son. I think it's daughter, right? I think. But yeah, this is a movie that I saw 3 times in theater. This movie like knocked my socks out. I thought that it was so good, and it's one of the like better Denis Villeneuve movies for me because like he's kind of hit and miss for me. Like he just is, but when he hits, and like I'm a big Hugh Jackman fan, of course, and then just like the whole way that it plays out, and even Paul Dano, like he plays like a great kind of like I don't know if he's a guy with some kind of mental handicap that's going on, and Hugh Jackman's character just swears that it's him that took his daughter, so he's like torturing him to get answers out of it, and it's really disturbing. And then in the second half of the movie, like it kind of like it's some of the same but a little different once they can like really kind of like go off the Paul Dano train that it's not him, and they got to figure out like well, it's not him, then like who is it, like what happened, and it has a very haunting ending too. So yeah, but this movie's great. I go back to it all the time. So yeah, I'll say S tier for Prisoners. But yeah, but Chris, if your connection's working, what do you say about Prisoners?
Let's see. Hopefully, connection working better now. I think my house had bad shitty internet today.
Okay. It's all good.
Yeah, sorry about this. My house usually had good internet. Just won a few times. Yeah, this is a S tier. This is probably my 3rd favorite Denis Villeneuve film. I had to think about my ranking of this. And to see a great movie, great Thanksgiving movie, but great performance. Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal should have gotten nomination for this. In all honesty, great movie. S tier.
Yeah, sounds good. Nick, what do you say?
I still haven't seen it, but I have a feeling I know where this is going. So
yeah, you should go see it. It's great. But Wolf, what do you say?
I'm Yeah, I think I'm gonna say. See, I'm having a hard time with this because part of me does not even remember a scene of the holiday stuff in this movie. So like, part of me is like, it's very
There's Thanksgiving in the beginning, and it's like all it is. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's very much not holiday through most of the movie. Like like even in stuff like Mean Girls, like there's at least a Christmas party and Christmas stage and all that play and all that stuff. This one's very much not in the holiday kind of vibe. So because of that, I'm not going to go full S tier, but the movie itself is S tier for me. I'm going to go more A tier for this one.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you say?
I was going to go A tier as well. I think it's a really good movie. I had a good rewatch recently when we did it for Wheel of Movies, which you can go find out on the Movie Hero Network. So to plug me and Richie show, yeah, it was a good rewatch. It felt like a Fincher movie, like a really it was
does,
really like yeah, Villeneuve kind of doing Fincher. It had
Very
a
why I
very
love it so
vibe
much.
to it.
Cause
Yeah. I
it's
mean, it did
strong
have a good Fincher
Fincher
vibe to
vibes.
it. Yeah, I enjoyed my rewatch. It's never been like my favorite Villeneuve movie or anything like that. I still like, Sicario and Dune Part 2 and stuff like that, kind of above it. But it is a very good movie. And yeah, it has that holiday stuff, but it doesn't feel like a movie I would watch around the holidays. It's just very tough to watch. Oh man, the Thanksgiving, let's watch Prisoners. At least Hateful Eight has like that wintry kind of vibe, and it kind of puts me in the mood, when it's getting cold outside, things like that. So it's got that going for it. So I'll go an A because I do really like the movie, but it's not like one of the favorites I go back to.
Yeah.
So 2 and 2. So it'll be kind of around Elf or so, somewhere around there. All right. Yeah, we might actually have to have stuff get bumped up for the first time in S tier in a long time.
Right. Yeah,
we'll see if nothing else makes it in the speed round here. So, all right, well, let's get to it. So, I mean, we started a little late, so we'll hit the speed round now. So yeah, how this works, guys, if you haven't done one, is essentially I'll go up and down with you guys, and you'll get a chance to shout out anything that's still on the list that you think either deserves S tier or like a high A tier, something like that. Just kind of the best ones you still have left over, and you can name up to 10, so you can give me up to 10. And what I'll be looking for is any crossover movies, so any movies that get named more than once, and then as long as a movie gets at least one crossover with somebody else, I'll put it on the actual docket to be ranked. And then what we'll do is we'll do like rapid fire rankings for all the ones that do have crossover, so we'll just go in the same order, and you'll just give me a letter grade for each of these movies that get crossovers. So look out for those. Look over your list, see what you got left, and shout them out for me, and then we'll go back and we'll rank the crossovers. Does that make sense? So, yeah. So you can do up to 10. So you don't have to do a full 10. Whatever. You can go. Your maximum is 10, essentially. So that's what we're looking at. All right. So and I mean, it'll be basically whoever wants to go first. If you want me to go first, I can go first. Since I don't have a ton. But you guys need some time.
Someone else can go first because I ran out of time this week to really give it a proper ranking, so I'm still going through mine.
Yeah. All right. If you want me to go first, I can go first, so that's fine. Let me mark off the ones on my list we already shouted out, so I don't need to. Because I may not have a lot actually. I'm looking over the list one last time to kind of give it one last breeze. Just make sure I didn't miss anything like
Xmas or whatever, or the best Christmas day ever or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Hey.
The best
Christmas pageant ever is very underrated. I watched that and kind of liked it.
They actually showed that, and they actually showed that this month at the Regal. That was kind of odd, like one of the random Christmas movies they showed. Yeah. All right. I think I'll go first, and I'll go and see which one of you guys are ready, because I don't even have a full 10. So I will go. I've got 5. So I'll go The Family Man. I think is underrated, really good. I'll go Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Krampus, the Harold and Kumar Christmas, and Love Actually. I'll go those 5. So there you go.
Okay.
That's all I got. I looked it over one more time. I'm good.
Okay.
So
I got
Chris,
a bunch ready.
yeah, Chris, if you want to go ahead, I'll and just give me a second after each one so I can write them down. So just give me, let me say like okay or whatever, and then hit me with the next one. All right.
So you already mentioned it. Love Actually, The Family Man.
Hang on. Love Actually.
Yeah.
Give me a second. The Family Man. Okay.
Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss. Okay. So the same ones I. Okay, that's good. All right.
Happiest Season.
Happiest Season. Okay. All right.
I know I might be in minority under Spirited.
Spirited. Okay.
I mentioned the other animated movie, Arthur Christmas.
Arthur Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Trip Adjacent, but then we being leaning here, Little Women.
Little Women. Okay, the 2019 one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The Holiday.
The Holiday. Okay.
And then I think 8-Bit Christmas, the Neil Patrick Harris one.
8-bit. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, and the greatest Christmas pageant ever.
Greatest Christmas pageant. Okay. That's fine.
Yes,
All right. So that's
kind of underrated, I feel like.
All right. Christmas pageant. All right. Nick, do you have a list you want to run down? Anything left over?
I've just got a few, not a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say Just Friends, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wolf, what you got on your list? You ready?
Okay, so yeah, I got my list ready. First off, when I was going through this, I didn't notice if this was on there. Is Pieces of April on there for Thanksgiving?
It should be on there.
I think so. I think I added it. Yeah, we added it last minute. Yeah, it's on there.
All right, cool. Yeah. So that's going to be one of the ones I mentioned on there. Then is Pieces of April.
Okay.
Love Actually. Joyeux Noel, however you say that.
Joyeux Noel, or yeah, however you say that when I looked it up. Yeah, okay.
Happiest Season.
Happiest Season, okay.
P2.
P2.
And then Arthur Christmas.
Arthur, okay.
Rare Exports.
Rare Exports, okay.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss, okay.
And then Carol.
All right.
And Little Women.
Little Women, all right. All right.
No hot frosties or anything. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Home Sweet Home Alone. No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No.
Well, hot
frosties
frosties
can put all these
can be tolerable.
F tier.
Yeah. Hot frosting can be tolerable if you watch it in an ironic sense. So if you watch it that way, it can be at least tolerable.
Yeah. All right, Jordan. Round us out. What you got?
Okay, I kind of got. Still kind of looking, but let's see. I'll say Spider-Man because it's Thanksgiving. I'll throw out one of the Harry Potters. I'll go Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
I'll say Step Brothers. Now I have a question about this. I was told Uncut Gems is like an adjacent to like Thanksgiving or something. I don't know if that's really true.
I don't know. I can't remember. I only saw
don't
it
remember
once.
any holiday being in.
Because if it's not, then I can just skip it.
Unless it's like in the background lightly. I don't remember anything about anything.
Maybe Hanukkah? I don't know.
But maybe I'll skip it.
Because why would Adam Sandler be in anything Christmas related when he's Jewish?
I don't know, but
so maybe they're Hanukkah reference, but I
don't see anything.
I think there is Hanukkah stuff. Now I remember. I think there's the Hanukkah little candle thing. But it's like
I think they had like a Hanukkah dinner at one point with the people that had it.
It features a backdrop of Passover. I don't think that counts. No. I would leave it.
Near Easter or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no. From what I can tell from the quick thing, it's got some Passover stuff. That's it. So I wouldn't even know.
Okay, well, I say Mean Girls. I'll throw that on there. I'll say say In Bruges, because that's a Christmas adjacent one.
I thought about that, but like I didn't want too many
Yeah.
Christmas adjacent things.
Yeah.
I'll actually shout out Silent Night, Deadly Night from this year. I actually really like that movie. So,
See,
well,
I've
maybe
not
not
seen
everyone has seen it yet, but it's good. Yeah. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go with ones that have been said or just shout out. So it's fun. I'll say Little Women, I guess. I'll also go with, for my last three, I'll say A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Okay.
That. I'll say It's a Wonderful Knife. I'll throw in there. And then I'll just throw out Four Christmases because that's a guilty pleasure to me. I like it. So.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. So give me just about 60 seconds to put these on the actual chart, and then we'll do some rankings real quick. And then
Yes, like you're on an island with those movies. I am on an island with Spirited.
Yeah, I'm right. Oh, good.
Good afternoon.
We've all got our guilty pleasure movies that are out there, so we all have.
I enjoy Spirited just because I love the Good Afternoon song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're a musical guy, of course. You've seen like 500 different plays and stuff. So
And compared to all the crappy Christmas Carol adaptations that came out this century, Spirited would be better one out of the Christmas
did you
Carol.
not like the Barbie Christmas Carol? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Hey, and on the Apocalypse. All right, that is
the Barbie
great.
Nutcracker.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably a great musical one.
And on the Apocalypse is a great musical. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see that one. I haven't seen it, but
I also like Spirited just because the twist on Scrooge, I thought was pretty clever when you realize the whole Ghost of Christmas thing.
Yeah.
But I do have another hot take though that like a lot of people wouldn't agree. I'm not a fan of the Polar Express. I would have given that like a D.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
God.
it's not a great movie. It really
Yeah.
isn't.
That, and you know what's crazy about that movie? It gets played in theaters without fail every year. Of all the Christmas
every
movies.
year.
It's
I'm just like
every
Yeah.
year it's
not
in
that
theaters.
great.
All back in the I don't get it.
It's on
It's
TV.
a classic book with a horrifying movie just to look at.
Yeah, the Uncanny Valley
That's
is really bad.
Yeah, the Uncanny Valley stuff in that. Ugh.
It's really, really bad. All right, so we got 7 crossovers. So we'll make this really quick. And again, we'll go in the same order every time. So I'll just start with Chris each time, and you're just going to give me a letter grade for these. So, and we'll see if anything makes it up into the S or A. So we'll start with the happiest season, Chris.
S.
Yes. Okay. Nick.
Haven't seen.
Wolf.
Just to piss Jordan off. S.
Okay.
I'll give it an A. I like it.
That movie's like a C. I'll say C.
Ooh.
All right. So
Sorry.
let me grab it real quick.
I mean, there's like 2 hot girls that are like all over each other and that, so that's fine. But
It's got your guy Dan Levy.
And Dan
in it.
Levy is one of his
Yeah,
best
and one of
in
the
movies.
case too,
Yes,
man. So
yeah, I
it's
do
all
love
right.
Dan Levy though. He's awesome. Yeah.
All right.
It's a good one to represent the LGBTQ stuff. So.
Yeah. All right. We will go with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Chris.
S.
Yes. Nick.
S.
Wolf.
S.
Yeah, it's actually got Christmas kind of all over it in the background. So because Shane Black, he loves his Christmas. Oh, go S.
For me, I have to say A.
Okay. With 4 S's and an A, it'll get up in there somewhere. Again, I'll tinker around with this with the actual rankings here in a minute. We'll go with Nick Cage, The Family Man. Chris.
A.
Okay. Nick.
Haven't seen.
Okay, Wolf.
Haven't seen, and I know because this is one of the ones that stumped me in the free for all. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good little It's a Wonderful Life adaptation sort of thing. I'll go S for this list. Jordan.
I'm not that high on it. Sorry. I think it's a C.
It's a sweet movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right.
It's a sweet
What did
movie.
Nicolas Cage do to you?
Yeah.
Not that I love Nick Cage, but just not that one.
The Harold and Kumar Christmas, Chris.
I'm not that high on it. C at best.
Nick. Oh, it's under
I haven't
fairy,
seen it,
by the
but
way.
it's on the list.
Okay.
What did John Cho and whatever the other guys do to you, Chris?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm looking at it now. None of y'all mentioned a very Jonas Christmas movie. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I know.
When I saw that on the list, I was like, that came out now.
Yeah.
Sorry, at the blind spot. I didn't have time to get to it.
Yeah.
With the Harold Kumar movie, I give it like a C. I'm not big into the Harold Kumar movies.
It's my second favorite of the series. And I think it's a good One Crazy Night movie. I'll go S.
Trying to see where I even freaking have this movie because I know I ranked it. I'll just say A.
Okay. All right, so it'll be up in the B tier.
I will say the one movie on this list I love,
I
but
ranked
I
it.
don't consider it a Christmas movie, The Hunt. I love Matt Mickelson movie, but not.
Oh yeah.
We need something in the C tier. It's awful lonely. What's like a perfectly C movie? Like,
C?
let's find like a
Daniel.
perfectly C movie. Like, what's like a right in the middle? Like,
Best
Four Christmases.
Four Christmases.
Maybe? I don't
Fred
know.
Claus.
maybe like Fred Claus or
Claus.
something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, Fred
Claus is a good one,
Fred Claus is
actually. Yeah.
funny,
Freddy
so
Claus
give
is
it-
like
Claus, yeah.
I think there's like Paul Giamatti's good. It's got a like vibe to it, but the comedy's not great. Like it's just kind of it's
Yeah.
all right. Like if it's
I
on in the
think-
background, it's on the background.
Claus
Like,
or-
it's fine.
Or like
Yeah,
Daddy's
like,
Home
I'll
2,
watch it.
maybe that could
If
be
it's in the
one.
background.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Fred Claus is like a perfectly good like.
yeah,
C
and the budding
movie.
unanimous
Yeah.
scene to the end is
Sure.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't want the C tier to be a little lonely. Let's find
Yeah, 'cause-
something for that.
Yeah.
I really like Paul Giamatti in it, but then you got the ludicrous stuff that brings it down a lot for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but the,
okay.
the celebrity budding unanimous scene is pretty funny when it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a perfectly legitimate, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's a good grade of like, is it better or worse than Fred Claus? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Yeah.
You know? Okay. All right.
8 Crazy
Put
Nights.
Step Brothers in F.
I like Step Brothers, but I don't consider it a holiday movie. It has like the one scene where
Or
he's throwing Christmas presents around. That's it.
That one,
Yeah.
one you could kind of throw
I-
wherever. Like,
That's the whole is an F. Not
I love Step Brothers.
All right, 3 more. We got Arthur Christmas is next, Chris.
S. I love this film.
Okay, Nick.
Christmas.
I haven't seen it.
Wolf.
I'll go high A for that because I like Arthur Christmas a lot.
I'll go B. It's enjoyable when I'm watching it. Jordan.
It's borderline. I'll say B.
All right, so that'll also be kind of a high B.
And no, this is not Borderline. That came out this year and starred Samara Weaving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Borderline.
Borderline, yeah.
Little Women, Chris.
S. This is my favorite Greta Gerwig movie.
Okay. Nick.
No, haven't seen it.
Wolf.
S.
Haven't seen it. Jordan.
It's an S for me, and also my favorite Greta Gerwig movie, and might be the only Greta Gerwig movie I like. I don't know.
Whoa,
Might be.
Jordan gave a
Bug
period
it,
piece.
nerd.
An S?
Watch your mouth.
He gave
Yeah,
a
sorry.
guys. We have to pause. Jordan Anderson just gave a period piece an S tier. This is
Well, there's some that I do like. I mean, I'm not as against it.
I'm more of the guy
but-
against it than he's more lenient than I am. I'm vehemently against it. I will not find a reason to ever watch this movie. Like I'm never gonna sit down and
what
watch.
if
this movie.
your girl was to like
No,
big Little
even she
Women
doesn't want to
or
watch. She doesn't even like period piece stuff. So like, no, we're never watching this movie. It's just not
I do
happening.
kind of like Lady Bird. I think that's Greta Gerwig. I think. But-
Yeah.
No.
All right, last one on the crossovers. Love Actually, Chris.
S.
Nick.
Still haven't seen it.
Wolf.
Oh, bro.
I know it comes up a lot, but I just haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Feel it in my fingers. I'm gonna go Love Actually.
What?
Or I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Was there a rating somewhere in there? Okay. Yes. All right. Okay.
We'll have to put it in the Love Actually tier. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it a.
You're all its own.
I'll give it a high A. Jordan.
I'll give it a 3 popcorn bags. I don't know. No. I'll say I'll say A, but it's gonna be low A even then.
Okay. All right, so yeah, this might be the first one we have to bump up one or two to the S
Yeah,
tier. We haven't
right.
done that ever.
No, we
Yeah,
haven't
there's a
done it
lot of
ever.
like. All right, so as of right now, and these are all the ones that have like, by the way, at least 3 S's, and it's just these. So, so we have
We just
8
add Step
movies in
Brothers
the
to
S.
the S. I mean, come on.
It's not.
No,
It's not a
no.
Christmas and a
But
presents.
like I would not
The
bring up
movie's
the bunch
awesome.
of the other things.
No.
They're not Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
I
Christmas
don't
thing.
really think about it when I think about holiday movies, like at
Yeah,
all.
sure.
I don't
Um,
even think about it when I think of a good movie. So
if you're talking
Oh,
about
come on.
like some kind of comedy list, yeah, I'd be right there with you. But
Yeah,
no,
like so, like these are movies that you want to specifically put on.
then I don't want to watch around the holidays, yeah, stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
Sure.
that's kind of what I would do. Okay, so but these are all the ones that have at least 3 right now. So these will be kind of all safe. They'll be in there. So yeah, we will have to actually bump up 2 from that A tier.
Yeah.
So let me see
Hey,
which
there you
hey,
go.
you know, hey, we got to do what we got to do. So I'm going to pull
Yeah.
the highest ranked of that A
Man, it's
tier.
gonna be
So
tough because that A tier is kind of loaded.
yeah, so I'm gonna pull anything that has like S's and A's only, so nothing that has anything below that. Looking at the thing, so Love Actually is in contention, so it's around there. It's got a 2 and 2. I'm not doing it just yet. I'm just kind of figuring out which ones are contenders. Santa Claus 2 has 2 S's and 3 A's, so it's a contender. Grinch is out because I think it got knocked
it's a D.
down. Yeah, Grinch got knocked out.
That's a perfect.
Prisoners is a 2 and 2, so it's kind of in there. Carry On is a 2 and 2 as well. Elf is a 2-2 with a C, so it's not really going to be in there because of the 1C, unfortunately. Not quite.
What about Christmas Story Christmas? Is that
Christmas Story Christmas is 2, 1, and 1. So not quite. These other ones have 2 and 2 at least. So
And I haven't
unfortunately,
seen
that's
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it had 1 B vote in there. So it's really between these 4. So it's Santa Claus 2, Love Actually, Prisoners, and Carry On. So we'll do a simple vote here. So which of those 2 do you think deserve to be bumped up into the S tier? And I'll keep track of which ones get the shout outs. So between those 4, you see right there, Santa Claus 2, Love Actually, Prisoners, and Carry On. So give me the 2 you think should be voted up into there, Chris. What do you think?
Love Actually, and then we haven't had a thriller on the S tier. Carry On.
Carry On. Okay. Nick.
Love Actually and Santa Claus 2.
Okay. Wolf.
I love the Santa Claus 2 actually, so I'm gonna go both of those.
Santa Claus 2 and Love Actually. Yeah. And I'll also go Santa Claus 2 and Love Actually. Jordan.
I'd probably go Prisoners and Carry On.
Okay. But Love Actually and Santa Claus 2 getting the most votes. And Love Actually getting 4 shout outs. So it's actually going to be a little higher in there. So Santa Claus 2 will scoot in at number 10. Love Actually will scoot in at number 9. And then we'll go back to my actual ratings because I do keep track of all of this stuff, which definitely helps when it comes down to this. So Little Women had 3, but it only had 3 people that have seen it. So I think unfortunately it's going to be kind of at least in the bottom half just because it's just got less people that have seen it. So it will make the S tier, but yeah.
We're gonna figure out the honorable mentions. What are gonna definitively be?
It would probably just be. It would be. The Elf had
Prisoners
the
and
C
Carry
tier.
On probably, and then figure out
Yeah,
which one
Prisoners
other
Carry On, and then going by the votes, Elf had a C tier, and Chris Story Chris did not. So it would just be those 3, right there.
one. Okay, yeah.
Prisoners Carry On, Chris Story Christmas. Yeah, based on
good.
the ratings. Based on the ratings, that's what it would be.
Okay.
So of what we did already. So all right. Yeah, Little Women. I feel like it's kind of in there just because we had the 3 that had seen it, so it's kind of been to be right kind of where it's at, based on the number of people that have seen it. And then moving up to Bad Santa had 3 and a B. So actually, Little Women will go above that. So right there with that B vote. And then we move into the stuff that had. Yeah, moving to the stuff that had 4 once we get into these top 6 right here. So we have the Hateful Eight. Also had 3 and a 2. So Hateful Eight will be right there. And then Kiss Kiss Bang Bang had 4 votes. So that'll be slightly higher, 4 and an A. Klaus had 4 and an A. So those are tied right there. Violent Night had 4 votes and an abstain. So we might have to vote between some of these right here.
Yeah.
And we'll do that. And the night before and the holdovers have the most clean sweeps, I believe. So they both have pretty much clean, or were the highest voted out of all this. So we'll get back to that. Let's go to Violent Night, Klaus, and Bang, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. We'll go with this. What would you vote? Not that you dislike it or anything like that, but just what would you put the lowest of those three, if that makes sense? So if you had to pick one. All right. So Chris, out of Violent Night, Klaus, and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Okay.
All right. It doesn't mean you hate it or dislike it. It just means if you just had to rank them like tournament fight style, which would you have the lowest out of those, Chris?
Sorry, Violent Night. Lowest between the three of them.
Violent Night. Okay. Nick?
Yeah, Violent Night, just because I haven't seen it.
Okay. Wolf?
Those we have Violent Night.
Okay. Wow. I'd go Klaus just because I'm the lowest on that. Jordan?
Violent Night is my top of those three. I'd go Klaus.
Klaus. Okay, so but Kiss Kiss Bang Bang didn't get any votes at all. So Kiss Kiss is gonna get rolled up a little bit. Violent Night will get rolled back, and Klaus will be
not to be confused with what John Campy called it, which was Kiss Kiss Gang Bang.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. And then for our number one, we'll just go a straight vote: holdovers or night before for your number one. So just out of the two, Chris.
This is my real eye, the holdover.
Holdovers, Nick.
Holdovers, I guess.
Okay. Wolf.
The holdovers.
Yeah, my new Christmas tradition. I'm easily going the holdovers. Jordan.
Yeah, I'm going with the holdovers.
All right, the holdovers is a solid number one for our tier ranker, and number one with the bullet on the new Christmas classic of the 21st century. So there you go. All right, excellent. Well, let me run it down, Jordan, and we'll wrap this bad boy up. There we go. Yeah. So for your holiday movies of the 21st century, we have our honorable mentions of A Christmas Story, Christmas, Carry On, and Prisoners. And then our top 10, our S tier for this evening of the 21st century, we got The Santa Claus 2 at number 10. Number 9, we have Love Actually. Number 8, we have Bad Santa. Number 7, Little Women. Number 6, The Hateful Eight. Number 5, Violent Night. Number 4, Klaus. Number 3, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Number 2, The Night Before. And number 1, The Holdovers from Alexander Payne.
There you go.
All right, nicely done. There we go. We did it. All right, so we had to actually, usually it's the opposite where we're knocking stuff out of the S tier. It's a heartbreaker. You know, Jordan knows it's one of those things where it's just like goodbye this movie, goodbye that movie, goodbye this movie, goodbye that movie, and they all just get knocked out one by one. But
when I was putting this list together, it's like you'd be surprised that there's not very many Christmas movies that come out every year. It's maybe like anywhere from 2 to 5, and like. So like some years barely had any, and then you get
no. There's some that come out every year. It's like we talked about the shitty streaming ones.
Well, Jordan wasn't here for it. I kind of explained this like when you get before the pre-streaming era years, it's not a lot. And then once you get to streaming, once you get to like the late 2010s, then it like explodes, and there's all the streaming service movies essentially.
Yeah.
Oh no, we had the Hallmark stuff before the streaming stuff. No.
So I did everything in order, starting from the year 2000. I worked my way up, and there wasn't very many. You got to about 2018, and it started to explode. But there's something about 2022. I don't know what it is. Then you're having like 20 Christmas movies every single year, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. So yeah, but like starting in the pre-streaming, it's like 2 to 5. It's not very many. So yeah, and like a lot of the all-timers are all-timers for a reason, because they're usually before the 21st century, a lot of them. So, but this was fun. So kind of getting in the Christmas spirit. So we'll continue on with some other stuff that I'll talk about when I do my plugs. But yeah, we'll do some plugs and that'll do it. And yeah, like, so I don't know what was going on with Chat GPT. It seemed like when I was creating the graphics tonight, it's giving me, like incredible ones. Like you see this one with Bad Santa, and it looks like really detailed. Then you get like a crappy one that I tried to do the Harold and Kumar, like the claymation thing, and it looked like horrible. It didn't even look like them. So I'm like, what is going on? And it would not do anything else for me. So it just is what it is. But yeah, we'll start with Chris though. Where can we find you?
You can find me here anyway. Probably find me here again think for the best of 2025 next year. I think. I remember. Dan, yeah, you find me here anyway on Letterboxd. I keep you up to date if I have my video up for. I'm in the middle of watching it just to answer it right now. I also have my video for Avatar Fire answer to help me later this week. And then, yeah, thank you for having me on. Probably next time my internet will be way better. I don't know why today my health decided to give me crappy internet. Like that usually had never been the case. But thank you for having me on. Probably again in the future with Tina Herdeville, but whenever that comes back.
That's hopefully soon. So yeah, but well, Nick, where can we find you?
You can find me at any place that will have me. So just whenever I got time and whenever I'm asked, I always love being on shows like this and talking about movies with other people. Thank you for having me on. It gives me a good list of movies to watch for Christmas, like I always do. So thanks.
But yeah, even if you haven't seen a lot, you can get some solid recommendations. You know what you got to check out, all that. So yeah, but Wolf, what do you got going on?
Yeah, you guys can find me on my YouTube channel. Here's the thing, where we're doing some Christmas stuff up over there on the channel. Austin just did our drinking game of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 that we have up on the channel now, and we're going to be doing other Christmas stuff throughout the rest of the month. Also, with it being kind of the prepping for end of the year stuff, that's what we're going to be doing now. We're also prepping for, our best of the year, our worst of the year, our most anticipated next year, our, Austin and I will do our.
We got to do our horror wrap up of 2025, right?
Yeah, our horror wrap up discussion. So we're going to be prepping all that stuff up here very soon for you guys. Also, with my birthday coming up here on December 19th, I'm planning on doing a video for you guys on my birthday, talking about all the best, all the 25 or 28, because I'll be turning 28. I got it confused because it's 2025. All the 28 best movies I have seen since I've been alive from 1997. So up to then. So that should be a really great episode, guys. And then there's a lot of other really, really good things coming your way. An Avatar review and much, much more. So yeah,
cool. Sounds good.
I got my first job in 1997. Jesus.
1997. I don't even know what I was doing.
My first job ever was scoring basketball games in my church on the weekend. So technically my first ever job. Yeah, when I was like 12. Doing
I was in middle school. Yeah, definitely in middle school. So, but Boston. Going on?
We've had a busy week. Obviously, I'll be hosting Recast tomorrow night. And I'm just hosting. I'm not going to be an actual panelist. I'm going to get the super fans to run that. But so it'll be Jordan, Jonathan Caro, Richie, and Brian. Brian, yeah. That'll be our panel, and we're recasting Christmas Vacation tomorrow night. So we'll be doing a recast of that. So make sure you tune in and join us for recast. And then Wheel of Movies on Thursday night. We're doing Jingle All the Way because me and Richie love that movie, and there's plenty to talk about in that one. We will be doing a Rob Reiner episode, obviously. We will do that on the next one 2 weeks from now. So we don't know what we're doing yet. We'll do a poll kind of in our group, maybe, of like Rob Reiner movies and see what you guys want us to do. And we'll just do whatever you guys want us to do. We'll do that. We'll figure that out. Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast every week as well has its own channel. I plug it in the Movie Hero Network Facebook group. And then I'll be, I'm going to jump on. Man, I got like 3 things Thursday night, but I probably might be 4 things because I'll probably jump on even before all that stuff and spin the wheel for our mystery tournament on Friday. And I'll do all that because we're going to be doing a whole bunch of Christmas movies. I'm just put a whole bunch of in a wheel and spin it, and we'll see what happens. So for our mystery tournament. So, yeah.
But yeah, cool. Sounds good. And then I'll just say a couple of things. Rest in peace to Rob Reiner and his wife. That's pretty sad news. And hopefully their son's in prison. I don't know what's going on there, but
He is officially arrested and charged now, so we'll see what happens. Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's
held
crazy.
out there under suicide watch at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh wow, dang,
And
yeah.
then,
And then also,
not
I
to
want
get
to say,
not to get political here, but fuck our president for what he said about the whole Rob Reiner
Mhm.
situation.
yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, yeah, but I do want to say, because I haven't had a chance to say it anywhere really that publicly on camera, but thank you, John Cena, for a great like however many years, 30 something years.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes, so
do
good.
that and also salute, but
I've been tried at a retirement honestly since like
yeah.
Blair and that, so this is really emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same here.
well,
That got me when he was taking off all the stuff and laying it down, and then all the just like looking at the crowd. I'm like, geez, yeah, that's getting to me. but let's see. You can find us on all the social media at Movie Hero 2121, Jordan 83616, and then you can find us in the Movie Hero Network group. We're on Facebook, which I hope as soon as I can. I'm gonna maybe tomorrow morning. I hope, but I've been like super busy. I meant to post the upcoming schedule for the next 2 months so people can sign up, but there'll be open signups as soon as I post that over there. So it's coming. Just give me another like 24 hours or so, and I'll get it up there. And then also on the Movie Hero Network group, you can go post to your heart's content if you have a YouTube channel or you want to just talk movies or any of that stuff. We do that over there. We'll share your content out. We'll try to get you subscribers and views and all that stuff. And then we do have a Patreon channel. If you go to patreon.com/movie hero, where you can see an extended schedule, and that's already up over there. That goes out. It's a little over 5 months, and you can see it for just $1 per month. So, and we appreciate anyone that signs up. All the money that we get goes right back into the channel, and we have other things like our music tournaments where we can play all the music from the artist, and we hope to do more of the music tournaments when we get enough people signing up for those, because that's just kind of what they depend on. Once enough people sign up, then we'll do it. So, and then I am my next thing is to really dive into the trivia. So I know that the part of our last tournament that Chris Diaz was a part of, he's been very patiently waiting there. So yeah, that was just probably out of anything that we do on the channel, that takes the most work, and I'm the only person on our channel that knows how to do it. So just kind of up to me to like find time with all the things that we're doing here. So hopefully very soon. That's like literally my next priority, but we'll have to see, because we got to get to the holidays. I mean, I'll be free, but it depends on the other competitors. So, and then let's see, we will be doing the recast tomorrow. So Austin already mentioned that. And then we will be getting back into our best to worst series. We've been doing our greatest acting performances of all time. We're just waiting, because the next thing I want to do is the trivia. That's kind of my next thing that I want to get at least one match done in that, and then we'll get back into the best to worst, which we're doing 5 episodes to rank all our greatest acting, followed by a championship. So we have one more coming in January for sure, and then the championship we'll let you know after that. And then just what we have coming up for tournament fights and tier ranking for the next little bit. Let's see, we have the mystery tournament that's on Friday. So we're just gonna so Austin's just gonna spin a big wheel that has just all the Christmas news you can possibly.
I'm just gonna think of like 200 Christmas movies that everybody knows or is aware of, or even like Christmas adjacent stuff, and just throw them all on a wheel and spin it on screen. So it's just gonna be all random. Yeah,
it'll be a total mystery tournament where we do like blind voting. It's a lot of fun. The tournaments go pretty fast. We've gotten them done in under an hour before. They go pretty quick, so it's a fun time. And then we'll be off for Christmas. So we're gonna everyone about a week off, and then we'll be back at it very shortly after on Monday, December 29th for Jonathan Caro for his birthday episode. He's doing his top 64 movies of the 70s is what he wanted to do. So he'll be doing that. And then we're doing our most anticipated the following day. So because of our Christmas break, we'll have a Monday and a Tuesday episode coming back, and it'll be our most anticipated movies of 2026. So just all the movies we're looking forward to and a big tournament. So it'll be kind of fun to talk about those. That's one of my favorite episodes of the year. And then starting in January, the first Friday in January on the 2nd will be the worst movie posters ever made. So Austin's kind of heading that. It's just going to be all those crappy, shitty, horrible movie posters that you see, bad CGI and all that. So yeah. And then we have a versus match. Will be the Battle of the Bills. It'll be Bill Paxton versus Bill Pullman. So we got that on there. And then the following Friday, we'll have friend of the show, Dan Skip Allen. It'll be his birthday, so he's doing his after the 128. So if you haven't, the order essentially goes: you do your top 64, then you get to do your 128. We'll do a 3-parter, and then you're after the 128. So wherever you're at there, just let me know if you want to do one. Like Nick, if you ever want to do a top 64 and come up with a list, we'll do one for you. You know, so just
I'm thinking about it. I've been trying to organize everything in my head. I just need to write it all down. So.
But yeah, whenever you think you have a list ready, you let us know. We can do it whenever you.
And we talked about for my birthday, maybe too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. But and then we have just a regular movie hero mystery tournament. We don't have room every month for that, but I found some room in January. Believe it or not, even though our January is kind of packed, but because we'll have our 3-part series, which will be our 2025 ladders series, which will be all the best movies of the year. We're just going to break it down. And then surrounding that, we'll be doing the worst movies of the year and the honorable mentions before. And then to kind of cap it off after that, we'll be doing our top 12 of the year. So we have all those podcasts. And then I know that after that, Brian Nussbaum, he's got his birthday at the end of January. He'll be doing his after the 128. So we got a couple there in January. And then we do have a best sword and sandal movies at the end of January. And then I'll just throw out there that our next. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I don't know why I skipped over it. We do have, I forgot to mention January 13th, we have a tier ranker for our alphabet series. I don't know why I skipped over that, but we're doing movies that start with the letter F. We've been going through the alphabet, so it's going to be a whole tier ranker of movies that start with F.
It's a whole tier ranker of F movies. It's gonna be all terrible, all awful,
all horrible ones. Yeah,
movies.
Yep, all that. Yep.
But with that one C tier Fred Claus will be available.
Yeah, right. Which will be some F movies in the F tier, I'm sure. You know, but we have been doing some mystery tournaments that probably either every month or every other month or so, and which is just 4 mystery tournaments of any given genre, followed by a championship. So in February we'll be doing best young adult and / coming of age movies. So we got that coming out in February, and then this will be the last one, and I'll call it good on the schedule. But we're gonna do a semifinal for the alphabet series. That's why I want to make sure that I mention it. Every 5 or 6 or so. We're gonna have a semifinal because it'll all culminate in a grand championship. It'll be all the movies A through F that have made the top 10 for all that will be in a tier. So yeah, but that's what we have coming up. So yeah, but this has been fun, and we got more holiday festivities coming up. So just stay tuned on the channel all this week, and yeah, it should be fun. So, but we'll call it good there, and we'll say for Chris Diaz, for Nic Hernandez, for Michael the Wolfman Wyndham, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan the Movie Hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
You just earned yourself a detention, sir.
Being with you is already one big detention.
Son of a...
Sir, I don't understand.
That's glaringly apparent.
I can't fail this class.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Mr. Coates. I truly believe that you can.
Every year at Barton Academy, students, faculty, and staff depart the campus for a 2-week winter break. But there are always an unfortunate few who have nowhere to go for the holidays. They're known as the holdovers.
Mr. Wyndham.
Hello, Mary.
I heard you got stuck with babysitting duty this year. How'd you manage that?
You know, he used to be a student, right? Yeah, that's why he knows how to inflict maximum pain on us.
I thought all the Nazis were hiding in Argentina.
Stifle it, Tully.
You just earned yourself a detention, sir. Being here with you is already one big detention. Son of a bitch, that's another detention.
Do you think I want to be babysitting you? No, I was praying your mother would pick up the phone or your father would arrive in a helicopter or a flying saucer.
My father's dead.
You don't tell a boy that's been left behind at Christmas that nobody wants him? What's wrong with you?
There's nobody here, okay? You stay out of my way, and I'll stay out of yours.
Let me sleep.
Now, most of the kids dislike you, pretty much hate you. Teachers too. You know that, right?
I find the world a bitter and complicated place, and it seems to feel the same way about me. I think you and I have this in common.
I don't think I've ever had a real family Christmas like this before. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
History is not simply the study of the past, it is an explanation of the present.
See, when you say it that way and throw in some pornography, it's a lot easier to understand.
No matter what you are.
I'd like to propose a toast to my two unlikely companions.
Are you trying to lick down my shirt?
No. Yes. You're gonna get me fired. This is your Rubicon. Do not cross the Rubicon.
The Holdovers.